in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to True Tues, my word. Welcome to True Tuesday.
Yo, wagwan with True Tues, Crody.
Wagwan, Crody. It's the weirdly Canadian true crime show, everyone.
Where we only talk about Utah.
Yeah. And now today, Massachusetts. Shout out.
More like massive, huge tits. Yo! Dump them out. Am I
right? Got them.
For anyone joining the show, we got new viewers. Dump them out. We're referring to tits.
Yeah. Dumping your boobs out.
Yeah.
Usually from a bathing suit or a bra.
Yeah.
In celebration.
And that's doing stuff. We talk about doing a little bit over here.
Okay, do the other Dune one now.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah, Harley is
fired up right now.
Harley's hoping we're getting new fans, so he's trying to catch everybody up on the lore.
Yeah, I didn't want them to be scared because at the end of last episode, I feel like it turned into like a weird horror movie.
Yeah, so
in another timeline.
If you missed last night, our episode last night, my lights and my monitor turned off.
We got a theory cooking that she wanted to leave early and didn't want to talk about any of the next topics, so she sabotaged.
Yeah, just
because you were like, oh no, my power's out, and it's true, everything went dark, but we're like, we still hear you and see you.
Isn't that weird?
And you're like, oh god, I guess that's the end of the show.
Bye guys. Oh well, what a shame. Yeah, I was so weirded out because I had my headphones on. I was like, oh fuck. And then I realized I could still hear you guys. And then I was so confused. Of course, it was not a power outage. I thought maybe a fuse blew. Turns out my badass orange cat was in here. I usually lock him out for the episodes. Shout out Orange Julius, aka Juju. Meow. And he Jesus
was that a noise or David?
That was a sound. That was one of the sample sound effects.
Sounded so much like you. It sounded like a lot like you on the microphone. I still kind of believe it was you on the microphone.
Yo, we have a Karen Reed retrial juror in the audience today. That's fucking cool.
What?
Oh wait,
really?
I have this one too.
Meow. Oh, I know about that one.
So anyway, it was my cat. It was my cat who did it, and that means everything's okay. People, if you were concerned that I can't pay my light bill, things like that, that's not the case. It was literally my cat being an orange cat. And now he has been sequestered from this room, and we are ready to
kick him out forever.
Yeah, he's done.
You like orange cats?
I love my orange baby. He's nuts,
they're always boys, eh?
Almost always. Yep.
Yep.
You
love that.
He's bananas.
You like your cats like you like your podcast co-hosts.
Men.
That cat.
Crazy men.
Men.
What are we gonna do without
me, David, and that cat were like men. my
man cat.
Orange Julius building the sewers.
Meow.
I love him so much, but he is a fucking nightmare.
You want to drown him?
No.
You don't love him that much. I love my dogs. I fucking hold them both down in the water.
I want to put him in a bag.
Or what? Fucking spin it and launch it into space?
Yeah.
Or like throw it into a hole.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Maybe the hole. Or maybe bag then drown, which is really how they killed a lot of cats back in the day.
The world would be perfect if there was a hole, a gape, if you will.
Sure. A crevasse.
In the Earth's crust. Mm-hmm. And a pile of the cutest cats and dogs. And they love and need to be squished into a ball. They need that. And you could bite them.
Doesn't hurt them. They love it.
No, they need it. They need it actually. You throw them in a hole, and and they need to be in that hole. They love that hole.
Yeah,
it's
you
good
would love
for them.
that.
So yeah, and you can go there and you just go and like bite and squish these dogs and throw them in holes.
You're so Lenny coded.
I do. I felt him on that. I felt him on that.
Yeah. Squish. Was it a mouse?
Yeah.
He's squished to death in his hand, or a bunny. Yeah, that was very you. Very much.
I had
very
a
much
mouse in
you.
my house. You ever have a mouse in your house?
Oh yeah, I live in the middle of nowhere.
How did you? What'd you do?
Well, our cats fucking eviscerate them.
Oh, sick. See, that's funny. I have a Yorkie.
Yeah.
And they're basically, they're bred to, chase rats and chase them out of like little holes and stuff, burrows, and you know what I mean? And there's videos online that are really crazy. It's like I've seen some crazy videos where it's like 10 types of different breeds of dogs versus 1,000 ferrets. And it's these little like cute dogs running around and grabbing ferrets or whatever. Like it's like it's a toy and fucking doing damage on them. But anyways, I brought my dogs and I'm like, they're gonna find this mouse, because I was brushing my teeth and he ran right by my door, my bathroom door, and I saw it very clearly. I couldn't believe I was looking there, and he just ran by just like that.
Poor little guy.
I closed the door and I was like going around the room, but there's too many things in the room. I'm picking shit up. I'm moving my bed. He's moving. He's like running up the curtains also and going down other curtains. He was sick. He was so small and so cute. And I was like, I'm gonna get my dogs, dude. I'm like, you fucked up, pal.
Nah, they're divas.
Tussie and Goro are coming in here and you're fucked. I don't know about the Chihuahua, but that Yorkie's gonna get you, dude.
Shit, man.
Yeah, I've seen my Yorkie beef birds before and rabbits.
Okay.
So I'm like, this guy's fucked. So and he loves going on walks, but I put a leash on them because I didn't want them to, like, I don't know, get sick or whatever. I just wanted to find them.
Yeah. Okay.
And I didn't have much of a plan. I put them on leashes. I bring them in the room, and I'm like, who's here?
Get it.
Listen.
Kill it.
Who's that? Who's there? Who's there? Because I'm trying to prompt them to do something, because they just have their leash on and they're looking at me like, why are we upstairs, dude? Why did you put this? We always, when this comes on, we go out there.
Yeah, we go walking.
Why are we in here? Everything is wrong. And I'm like, who's there? Who's that? Look, who's that? I'm like walking them to corners and like pushing them into corners. And they're like, get off me, dude. Take me outside. What are you doing? It was a failed plan. But I went and I got some safe mouse traps, put peanut butter in it, left for a while, came back, and he was just in there chilling. And he was so cute. I'm 40 and I was like, can I keep him, Harley?
To yourself?
Can we keep him? Yeah.
What did you do with him?
Flushed him. No, I had to drive quite far because there's like just lots of fields around and shit. And apparently you got to drive them far or they just come
miles
right back.
Away.
Yeah. So I drove for like 10 minutes.
Then just kicked him out. Be free.
But I still talk about him, and I still think about how I did want to drown him. I didn't want to flush him because he was so cute.
Because he's so cute. Yeah. Cool. Good story.
David, you never wanted to crush any little animals, or you just did it for magic to stuff one in a hat?
Never did magic like that. But no.
That's why you won't be remembered at the castle.
Yeah, coward.
Yeah, I'll only be remembered for the...
Yeah, I know. Don't even say it. Oh, I thought you were going to say lighting it on fire.
Oh, no.
He's done a lot of things at the castle.
It's one or the other.
In the magic
We're
castle.
sitting on a sick-ass movie idea right now with that, by the way.
Yep.
With the castle burning
we already got an actor.
It's true. And a magician. Yeah, we know it's you, David. He's like,
there's new viewers. The new viewers maybe didn't know.
Right. Hi, new viewers.
That's David. He does everything.
I'm David. I do everything.
David does everything. Shout out David. He gives himself applause. See?
That was a second faster. That was a second faster than you did it even.
Yeah, that was so good. Are you guys ready to talk about some things?
Yeah.
Karen Reed.
We're going to talk about Karen Reed, but we have a couple updates.
We've never spoke about Karen Reed before.
We have not. We never have. And it's actually, it's a case that was here in Massachusetts, and it was one of those things.
Massive,
that it was,
huge. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, massive, huge tits. And good joke. It was here in Massachusetts, and so I
you haven't said it.
It was here in Massachusetts.
it was here in Massachusetts, and it was so prevalent. I mean, it was like everywhere all the time that it just annoyed me, and I just ignored it. Like I was learning about it against my will. I just wasn't interested in it. I got like a couple little updates from my wife who like reads the paper online, but she like stays up to date. I know. I actually get a physical paper to do the crossword, so I am also old. But she, thank you. She gave me like a couple updates, but then I didn't want to get into it. And so this is how I really learned about everything, and it's fucking crazy. Did you have a question, Harley?
I
have a Coke Zero.
It was about and I have zero Coke, so I'm gonna start punching holes
God
in
damn it. Yeah.
Did you used to read the comics in the newspaper?
Yeah. I mean, like not religiously, but when we got the paper, yeah.
When you were younger, like did you like enjoy the newspaper?
Yes, I've always loved a newspaper.
Oh, so you were like reading shit.
Yeah.
You were comics, you were done with that pretty much.
I mean, I did comics, but I liked reading when I was younger. I liked reading like the letters to the editor.
Oh.
And then when I got older, more of the newsy stuff. And so
what
now
slapped when you're 11
just like,
reading the letters
what I
to
mean?
the
Just
editor?
like
What was one that slapped?
the small town stuff about new laws coming in, or sometimes they talk about like bigger things like same-sex marriage or abortion, like big issues of the day. And my dad wrote a lot of letters to the editor, and I would have to type them up because he had never like touched a computer before. So he like would dictate to me. So I think that's probably a reason why too, is I just got into the habit of like reading and writing letters to the editor. So I liked to see what people are saying. And also like it was a local paper. So I'd be like, oh, I know that fucking guy. He's an asshole, Knowing what the people in your own town think about stuff is interesting.
I have a question.
So yeah.
What was it like when the newspaper transitioned from black and white to color? How was that?
Shut the fuck up, you dickwad.
Was that
cool? Actually,
Was it a cool time?
It was only Saturdays where I was.
The paper?
Yeah, it was always black and white, but on Saturdays it was a colored one.
That is
like
true.
The comics were colored on Saturdays, but yeah, not every other day. Oh my God,
we actually did see it go more to all color every day.
I was joking,
true.
but it was.
It was a real thing.
You guys are old.
Yeah, dude, it's like actually a sore spot.
That.
And what are you so cool? Because you play Roblox.
Yeah, hit the Cocomelon sound for yourself. Bitch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. I'll do it at the same time.
No, but
Here, this is our show.
Elder millennials and Gen Z. That's all we have. That's all we have. Sriracha just donated 20 gifted memberships. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
If you do 50, it goes crazy. Just letting you know.
Thank you. Oh yeah, we have a sound specifically for 50.
20 is huge. Give them for 20.
But 20 is incredible.
We're the main show, but I mean, we hit them with that.
Shout out.
Show them what it looks like if someone gives 50. What it looks like,
so
that they know for the next time.
I already knew. I knew it was gonna be this one. Yay!
40 by the way.
40. We're 40 years old, by the way. What were you doing when Lincoln freed the slaves? Probably a crossword puzzle.
What's crazy is I did the
signing up for an AARP card.
Yeah.
the on the topic of it changing to color or whatnot. When I was reading comics, it was always Family Circle.
Oh yeah,
or,
Family
you know
Circus.
What I mean? Like
yeah,
a Family Circus, yeah. And it was what was it? Blondie and Dagwood, another,
Marmaduke.
All these comics were from like the 60s. Older. I don't even know when they're from. 70s, 50s.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Very old.
They're very old, and that was the comics. That's what you got. And I remember specifically when I was like in the 5th grade, and Farside and Dilbert came into the scene.
Farside was Farside in the paper though.
For us, it was, yeah.
I
And it
got
was
all
so
those
good.
books. I
Me
like
too.
shredded those books. I
Far
love
Side
them.
is fucking that. I wonder if it still
Far Side-
slaps. I haven't read that in a long. I haven't even thought of that in forever.
Far Side comics, and
But I
also
wonder if,
Calvin and Hobbes.
right?
So
yeah,
good.
yeah. Calvin and Hobbes also came in the 90s. Garfield was 90s also.
Dude, it's
You
still
know?
a thing.
Also, I'm so
I
sorry
think-
to
I
interrupt,
think
but
the guy-
Sriracha Good just sent 50 podcast gift memberships,
Oh
so I
my
think we got to
Thank you, Sriracha! Oh my god! Yay! Thank you! Thank you!
Huge shout out. Thank you for that. Hell yeah.
Hang on, Jilly Rex. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about fucking Turtle Boy. Don't worry about
Yeah,
that.
I remembered when they did that. I also remember when Boondocks first came to comics also.
Yeah, yep.
That felt like actually a leap forward in comics.
Someone wants to say hi.
It was like, hi Zach!
Oh, hey.
Hi Zach! Yay, we love Zach!
Yay. That's the homeless. For anyone
really
that's just
hear
getting
you,
here, that's the homeless
I hope you're
gay
saying good
guy.
things.
Oh,
Of course.
oh, well, look, AB's here.
Hey.
Yay!
Oh my god, the baby.
Move your head! Oh, Mia, I love her. She's so cute. Shout
so
out
funny.
to the main show.
Everyone that you saw there, Tamara put us all in a group chat about video games to ask questions about video, and then like left, and now we're all just in there talking about video games. She hasn't been there for
Oh,
days.
that's really funny because I'm not in that group chat.
Did you play God of War? Because that's what it
No.
was.
Is
That's
that
what it
just
was
about God
about.
of War? Okay.
Yeah,
All right. She did add me to a Subnautica chat, I believe. She likes to do that.
I played the shit out of that, and I didn't get invited to the Subnautica chat or the group, the Subnautica 2 multiplayer invite that you and David got. Remember, I was banned from joining the Subnautica.
Oh,
2
that's
team?
right. But there isn't like
Yeah,
an
yeah.
actual group. There's been no movement on that, just so you know.
Yeah. That's why I can't get caught up in what kind of groups are going on out there.
Yeah, it's tough.
because
It's
I
tough
don't
in the
know.
WhatsApp.
I don't know. Wait, we're not even supposed to talk about that. We communicate with each other. I think
The Fight Club.
Something.
It's the
I
Fight
don't
Club
remember.
rule.
There's
You can't
something.
talk
We're not
about
allowed.
WhatsApp.
Yeah. I don't think we're
Um,
allowed to talk about that. We talk to people
Taco
on the
Bell?
show.
You want Taco Bell?
Taco Bella, my favorite drag.
Your favorite
queen.
drag queen? I was gonna say something and now I don't remember. So that's fine.
It was about the creator of the Far Side.
No, it wasn't.
You were talking about your guys' boomer, your boomer.
No, it was
My
more
boomer
recent.
yeah. Glug, glug.
Something
your
about David,
comic
maybe.
books or your comic strips or whatever in the newspaper.
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember. Those were the good old days, though, huh, Harley? I still get I'll get the Saturday New York Times to do the crossword puzzle because it's the hardest one of the week. And I just love to like read the paper. It's just nice to have like a physical thing, flip through, be like, oh, war. Am I right? You know, I just feel so cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was very big on an iPad kid reading with an iPad though.
I've never done the tablet.
I like reading comics here and there, and it's really, really, really excellent.
Mm,
It
You don't have an iPad?
moves.
no.
You give me Kindle energy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would
you
have.
should have a Kindle.
No, but because I like physical books.
Yeah, but you also like going to the beach. You said.
Yeah, you bring a physical book to the beach.
Yeah, but I think Kindle's sick at the beach.
No, then you get sand in the Kindle.
Yeah.
I've never had a Kindle. I just like physical books from the library. And
How often are you getting
old-
books? You got like a book this month and read it, or last month?
Not. I mean, I have a couple waiting for me right now at the library. The summer is really when I read. I don't have a lot of time otherwise, and so I'm planning my reading list for our 3-week vacation because I
Mhm.
will be taking several books with me, and we'll be listening
What do
to
you
a
got?
book
What
on
do you
the way
got?
out.
What's coming up? What do you got on the book docket?
We're gonna listen to Lena Dunham's memoir on the way out, Fame Sick. I can't wait for that. Very excited. I love the show Girls, and she's just like a phenomenal writer. And then this is so random, but I want to read. I requested the Decameron. Do you know what that is?
Mm-mm.
Okay, it's this 13th century book of stories. And the frame of it is that these people, is this interesting? Is this
I think
interesting to
so.
people?
You're going to read this book. Is it interesting to you?
Yeah, it's interesting to me.
Why
but
can't you
I'm a
stand on that
fucking
business?
nerd. I'm
Well,
a
now
nerd
I
and,
feel like I shouldn't like it.
You
No, no,
barely
no, no, no.
started. You barely started
You
talking
said
about
13th
it.
century, and I was like, okay, I'm
Okay,
already
cool.
like, okay,
All right.
cool.
So the reason I picked this book, first of all, the reason I picked this book is because I really loved a recent novel called Matrix
I know that.
by Lauren Groff. It's not that.
Hell yeah, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, totally. Keanu Reeves is a 12th century nun, and it's like really lesbian and awesome. So I loved that book, and I was like, oh man, like this is a cool genre of stuff. Like early nuns is something I enjoy because there's definitely lots of gay shit happening. So this book is actually from the 13th century, and it is the premise is that this group of people escape a town, like they flee a town that has been overrun by the Black Plague. And so they're like holed up in this cabin or castle or whatever it is, and they're telling each other stories to pass the time. So the book is like 100 stories told by these people. And so I saw a movie that is based on one of the stories with Aubrey Plaza, Brie Larson,
It was
Dave
banned
Franco.
it was banned in the U.S. until the 1930s.
What was the Decameron?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
for its
the
explicit
movie,
sexuality, criticism of the Catholic Church, and irreverent mockery of the clergy.
The movie was very horny. It was about these nuns in a convent, and this man comes and works there, and all of them have sex with him for different reasons and in different ways. So I mean, that's like, and it was Aubrey Plaza. So I mean, it was like a dark comedy. It was very, very good. It's called Little Knights, I think it's called.
I thought you were going to say Little Women.
Yeah.
No, the Little
Doing
Knights,
Little
I
Women.
think it was. No, what the fuck was it called? Aubrey Plaza nun movie. The Little Hours. The Little Hours. It's so good. And it was based on one of these stories. I was just like, as I do when I watch movies, I'm just like Wikipediaing everything. And it says it's based on a story in the Decameron. So I was like, what the fuck's the Decameron? Looked it up. So that's one of the books I'm going to read. And I might, I don't know. I like to reread stuff in the summer too. Like 100 Years of Solitude is like my favorite book. And I like to reread that in the summer for some reason, probably because I read it for summer reading in high school. But yeah, so I'm working on my list, and the Decameron's the first one. So that's my book story.
You read any Warhammer books ever?
No. Oh, Pachinko. I have Pachinko that I want to read too.
What's
I
that?
bought it. It's a more recent novel. Oh, what's her name? Hang on one second. The novel's by what the fuck is Min Jin Lee. And they are making it into a TV series. Oh, it looks like it was. It was already a thing. So yeah, that's a book that I've heard is fantastic. I haven't read it yet. And I'll probably bring that one with me too. So
You
there we
should
go.
I don't know how long's the drive?
14 hours.
You might want to consider the Eisenhorn omnibus.
What's that? Is that Warhammer?
Yeah, excellent entry level.
Yeah.
Yeah. These books are special because the guy who wrote them
Mm-hmm.
wrote these awesome ass books, and they happen to be Warhammer. That's just where he decided to bring his talents.
Interesting.
But it's in such a weird place because it has no right being this good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Cool.
But surprise your wife. You ever surprise your wife?
Yeah.
Get in the car and put on the Warhammer Eisenhorn omnibus.
She'll fucking hate that.
And then be like, and that's you'll be like, yo, I don't like it too. You know, I think the guy's an idiot. But
let's
let's just give it a nickel. 5 minutes, see how we feel. And if we want to, we can give another nickel or a dime. Not a big deal. We got hours. It's good. Fun little adventure right now.
Yeah.
And then you guys could see how you feel.
We'll see.
Yeah.
That means I'm not going to do it.
You're not. I know that. There's no shot. Yeah, there's no shot.
Last trip we listened to Big Swiss. That story is fucking nuts. If you guys like just really weird novels about people,
Big Swiss.
it's called Big Swiss. It's insane. It's a very strange book. But it was fun to listen to. Yeah. Oh, Avery said, cold take. There are way more deserving women artists that deserve praise and spotlight than Lena Dunham. Yeah, sure. That's true. That's totally true. But also, I loved Girls, and I want to hear her talk about it. Okay. I wanted to show this because this was posted today, Harley.
Yeah.
Are you ready? I'm going to leave the sound off. I think we can't listen to
Well,
the
I haven't
sound.
even seen this yet.
Okay, well, it might seem familiar to you.
Make me a believer. Believer. How does the rest of that go? Oh, yo, Casey Neistat.
Casey Neistat. I don't know.
Hold on. Are these super famous?
Whoa,
Philip DeFranco. Are these are legit the most famous people on the planet? I think.
Right?
This is crazy. Whoa, Nico and Sam, Corridor Digital.
Whoa.
Mystery Guitar Man. Prank vs. Prank, and they're together. Yo, Dave Storm, what is this?
Who are these people?
Why would all these people, super famous, be gathered together?
It's pretty crazy.
Dude Perfect. Yo, Linus. Linus Tech Tips. Yo. Doesn't Dan have his screwdriver? Doesn't Dan have that screwdriver?
He might.
Harley Morenstein is here.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
Linus
that guy.
hanging out.
That guy,
Look at Harley, guys. Look at Harley's. So what are you allowed to talk about what this is?
I don't think I could talk about the video that happened, but I could talk a little bit about my experience, I'm sure.
Yeah, sure.
He sounds busy. I think I could talk about this a little bit, you know?
Go for it.
He was magical.
Oh, yeah?
Magical.
What did he smell like?
It was crazy to be in this big, gigantic room, the size of a hangar, like bigger than the YouTube studio, and on the ceiling, gigantic I-beams that you would use on a bridge to hold the bridge together beyond industrial, and it's just this complex and hundreds of people just doing shit.
Whoa.
Just
like his team?
The team bouncing around, teams bouncing around, doing crazy stuff. You go in this room and all these YouTubers, like, Casey, Marquez, Linus, Freddie Wong, Philly D, Dude Perfect, and a lot of it was just a lot of super. I don't remember the last time I was in a room with like so many very big deal people in that space, because everyone's usually so busy and stuff like they used to exist back when VidCon happened like 10 years ago. Maybe you'd have a couple people. This had to be
like a scheduling nightmare.
Well, it's crazy because he has everyone in the room for like 10 hours. And these people, how do you get YouTubers to show up at the same place at the same time is insane.
Yeah. He's got pull, man.
Yeah. Like it's everyone was just there in this room here, exactly that one you saw there. And they had us do this. It was crazy. They had us do these thumbnails. But they put us in our Squid Game outfits, and then they pushed us through a line. We're like, come over here, and they're like, okay, and there's like photographers, and they're like, yeah, stand this way.
It's like a meat grinder
face. Now give me like an angry face. And now, and they bring a glass and they're like, press your face up on this glass like that.
my
You know?
God.
You do that. And then they're like, yeah, okay. And they're like, yeah, stand here. Yeah, no, we're going to fill up the rest of the room. This is your mark, though. We're taking a picture. And then they're like, now come over here. And they had that glam cam spinning thing. And they're like, do all these poses at that.
360.
Yeah. And you do all
Wow.
that. And it's just like, it's just wild. And then this sick ass company comes in and they start making these cold brews in these glass with like aluminum tops that you pop open. It was really crazy, and you could choose
cool.
whatever you want, cinnamon bun or whatever, anything. And
Yeah.
what's really crazy is he was magical.
Yeah. I mean, that's insane.
Because we're all there, super, super, really, really big deal people. Trust me.
It's true.
And you know, you see like Marquez and Linus talking to each other, and I'm just here listening. I want to hear these two guys talk, you know, shoot the shit, because it's very fascinating to me anyways.
Yeah.
And they're talking, and like Mr. Beast walking in, so powerful. Like just seeing those two guys simultaneously shush each other, like he's here. And then he walks in, fucking blazer with the hoodie on under it.
It's like, yo,
you know, we just got his dick sucked, and he's coming in on that fucking Feastables shit. And everyone's
someone
just like,
slapped a cookie out of his hand earlier, you know.
And I went up to him and I was like, Jimmy, oh my God. And I hugged him. I was like, what up, dude? But there was like a couple other people there at the same time. And I was like talking to them. And I felt him like he was kind of pulling away. I didn't realize it. And I like kind of grabbed him in tighter. I was like, get over here. What's going on? And I looked and I saw he was panicked, kind of. And I was like, oh shit, I'm sorry. You not like touching?
He doesn't like touching.
You don't like touching people? He's like, no, it's cool. It's cool. No, everything's cool. And it was very much the reaction of someone that doesn't like touching, that she got touched a lot. And I was like, oh, my bad. Seriously. I was like, my bad. I just like, you know, I thought you wanted a hug in that cute little blazer hoodie combo you
Harley
got going
said,
on,
where my
Playboy.
hug at? Here it is.
I had him. It was me.
Where my
It was me.
hug
I was like,
at?
hey, okay, but I'm going to get you later. I'll give you a hug. Goodbye.
I'll see you later.
Better give me
At your
one
car.
later.
And he was
See you in your
sick.
car.
He was like, you guys want to see Beast City?
Beast City. Is that
You
where
don't know
everyone
Beast-
lives?
You don't know what Beast City is, eh?
Is that where everybody lives? Like a
You don't know,
factory
so you don't know
town?
what Beast City is.
Is that like the
Oh,
factory
sorry,
town that
I
you
don't know
built?
all the members of the Indigo Girls, and I'm stupid for that. But you don't know what Beast City is?
Am I not saying what it is right now?
No, it's he did the show on Amazon, so they had like a huge other hangar that we weren't even in, that is a whole city that's like a gigantic Beast game area of crazy shit, where the floor is a screen and there's a Starbucks there.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and yeah, he used
Oh
that
my
on his
God.
show there. But it was crazy. He was like, you guys want to see Beast City? And we were like, yeah. And we were walking with him, and we walked by. There was like hundreds of boxes, like pretty like a box, like I don't know, like
Like cardboard boxes?
6. Yeah, like no, but they were like 6 by 6. No, they were reinforced 6 by 6 boxes, like stacked up 3 high, just like for a whole aisle. And we're walking through it. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, what's in all these boxes? And he's like, oh, you want to see? I was like, yeah. He's like, each one of these boxes
Is a head.
is a Mr. Beast video happening right now.
Wait, what?
A new challenge where they can go in solitary confinement for an extended period of time, where we only feed them through a slot, and they stay in there, and there's a money counter. The longer they stay in the darkness without eating, the more they get paid. And there's hundreds of them. And he slides open the slot, and there's a dude in there, and he was like, is it feeding time? And he was like, no, just say what's up
Wait, I'm
to the
so
camera.
confused.
And then he like slides it shut, and he's like, every single one of these is being filmed right now for future Mr.
You're
Beast
such
content.
a fucking dick.
It was crazy. The whole experience was crazy. I don't want to say too much because I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about. But
I
it
was so
You just,
confused.
you, just
Charlie.
revealed, you just revealed a lot there.
I was so confused. I was so confused by that.
What are you confused about?
Oh God. Well, because I thought you were talking about small boxes. And then
No.
you're talking about people inside them?
Yeah. You know what's crazy is people, when we
What?
grew up, people would be like, I want to be a movie star, or I want to be on TV, someone that would get in this line of work.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas for him, he's a guy that's like, I want to be the ultimate YouTuber. And that's the goal. A lot of
unspecific.
a lot of YouTubers that started, they were like, I want to get on TV. Or I always wanted to, I want to do this, or it helps with my stand-up, or
but no,
my band. He's like, no, views is the end game.
Yeah.
Only views. Like ultimate YouTube. Like, and it was crazy just seeing it mass produced and churned out with definitely a level of quality. And he had this editing bay with like a billion screens and stuff, and he still does the voiceovers. Which is crazy because
I don't know what to trust from you.
He had people in a house. That one I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but I tell you some stuff. They were
Put the people in solitary confinement. You can.
Well, I'm not sure, but because I don't know, I didn't say what the hook of that video was.
None of this is real.
You don't think there's a Beast City?
I don't think it's people in boxes
Google
starving.
Google it. They're not starving. They're getting money. You don't understand. Let's talk about Karen Reed.
Beast City is real, but it is
Beast
not.
City, Israel?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
That's
plan
where
a
it
trip.
is.
We're going to Beast City, Israel.
Beast City, Israel. The elaborate, self-sufficient miniature town features cabin-style housing, a gym, a cafe, and recreation areas to host hundreds of contestants competing for a multi-million-dollar prize.
And how do you get that?
By sitting in a box?
In the darkness, no food.
That is
Money
not
counter goes up.
true.
You don't know shit. You were never in Beast City. You don't know what's happening there.
We have a show to do. We have a show to do. Okay, God. Well, I can't wait to see whatever it is that you're a part of. We will definitely react to it, of course. Right?
Fine.
Okay, cool. Did you win?
Can't say that.
Yeah. Okay.
But if I did, how cool
he's
would it be if I'm here?
Like, do you think he won?
Maybe he has to keep up appearances.
No, I mean, imagine like I win $1 million and I'm like, peace, dudes. And I come back like 6 months later and I'm like, hey, got any room for me?
I'm hard up, man. I'm hard up. Oh, God. All right. Oh, also, we beat Moist Critical. He just did a bread tier list today. When did we do it? 2 weeks ago?
Old news.
Amateur.
Oh, wait. He did appetizer bread tier list? Oh, shit. Did we just step in his fucking lane?
Nah.
Well, but what is this appetizer bread tier list?
Well,
3
that
years
is what
ago?
we do want to do a restaurant bread tier list. So I guess that's the same thing.
I don't know if we want to go into the bread lane if this guy's there. It's crazy.
I think there's enough room for both of us personally, but we did beat him on the regular bread episode. So we love that.
We got to be chill with him because he does Pokemon videos and so does Love. And maybe if the stars align, he'll talk about, one of Love's videos will come across his desk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had one that probably almost did
nice.
because
We'll play nice.
XQC reacted to it.
We'll play ball. It's coming. Love will get it. We believe in him.
We'll get there.
So shout out to
Also,
Charlie and
look at
us.
him.
Shout out to us.
Just
This was a
look
shout
at
out
him
to us.
just gobbling that thing down.
You are so gross, David.
He picked a thumbnail. You knew exactly what he was
Yeah,
doing.
he knew
picking this
he knew
thumbnail.
what he was doing. No, he knew what he was doing when he was putting that on
the
his
first
lip
one.
like
The
that.
first one, he's daydreaming about it, and the second one, he couldn't resist anymore. He had to do it.
Yeah, first one. It's like, oh, you like the smell? Why don't you taste it?
Okay.
Second
all
one,
right.
he's gagging on that thing, blowing
You
bubbles
guys are
on it.
disgusting.
He's egging on that. Egging on that thing. Egging on that. Egging on that thing. Egging on that. Egging on that thing.
So anyway, Moist, you're welcome anytime.
Anyway, are you guys ready to talk
Yeah, he should come on the show.
Are you guys ready to talk about true crime, about true twos? It's time. It's time.
True.
Okay? Everybody lock in. It's time to talk about the Karen Reed trial. The death of John O'Keefe is really the heart of this. So let me make this bigger. Imagine, if you will, it
Mhm.
is 2022,
I'm playing Animal Crossing.
end of January,
I'm cranking my hog.
a freezing cold night in Massachusetts, snow and ice everywhere. And around 12:30 a.m., a woman, after partying at a couple of bars, a woman drops her boyfriend off at a house party with his coworkers. They're all police officers. She drives away from that party and never hears from her boyfriend again. The following morning, she wakes up in a panic. The boyfriend is not in the house where she expected him to be. She drives back to the home where the party was, and there is her boyfriend, unconscious, on the frozen ground. He is declared dead later that morning, but not from freezing to death, from blunt force trauma.
Where was he found?
In the yard, in the front yard,
Yeah.
in the snow. Now, the girlfriend says she saw him go into the house when she dropped him off. She waited till he got in the house and drove away. The family hosting the party and the friends that were there, everybody inside the party says they never saw him. So who is lying? What are they hiding?
Like they say he never got dropped off at the bar.
That he never came into the home, because they were at a couple bars. Then they went back to this house for a party. They say he never made it through the front door. The girlfriend says he did.
Oh, she said he was at the party, and the people at the party say he never made it to the front door.
Yeah. She dropped him off at the party.
Who was at the party?
We will get into that. This is just
okay.
a little intro.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Good.
This is good cooking right here.
This is good cooking. Okay, so let's quickly go through the characters, the people involved in this. First, we have John, aka Johnny O'Keefe. He is the victim who passed away. He was a 16-year veteran of the Boston Police Department. So he was, friends with a bunch of other cops, obviously. He also had guardianship of his niece and nephew, after his sibling and their spouse passed away. And so that's sort of tangential to this, but it is brought up later. So that's Johnny. And then we have Karen Reed. Karen Reed was Johnny's girlfriend of how many years? Let's see.
Johnny's girlfriend.
2 years. They've been dating for 2 years. And she was a financial analyst for Fidelity and also an adjunct professor at Bentley, which is like a business school. And they had been together for 2 years and seemed to be happy from the outside. And then we also have a couple other players in this. We have Brian and Nicole Albert, who are the homeowners. They are the people who own the house that the party was at. Hang on 1 second. And Brian Albert was a Boston police officer as well, and Nicole is his wife. And then we also have Jennifer McCabe. This is Nicole's sister. And she is part of it because she was also friends with the victim and the suspect, Karen Reed. And she was at that party as well. She was at her sister's house. And lastly, this is kind of like tangential, but there's also a dog. There's a German Shepherd.
What's his name?
Chloe.
Good
a
girl.
German Shepherd named Chloe, who is still alive. No dogs are dead. But she does potentially play a role in this story. Those are the big characters of this, the big players. We will learn more about them as the story goes on. So let me go back to this picture for a while. So it's 2004, way back. John and Karen met and dated briefly, just like for a little while. But then in 2020, 16 years later, they reconnect on Facebook during COVID and they start to date again. So they're dating for 2 years, and then it rolls around to January 28th. They are out with their friends. They like to go out and party with their buds. And it's 9 p.m. I'm going to walk you through the timeline of the evening, of everything that happened in the evening. Most of this is due to cell phone data that we have. Like these are the facts. And then we'll talk about how both sides are spinning it or spun it for the trial. So 9 p.m., they met at a bar in Canton, Massachusetts, C.F. McCarthy's, for drinks. Then at 11, they moved to a second bar, Waterfall Bar and Grill across the street. So these people are getting loaded for sure. At the second location, they met up with Brian Albert and his wife, the homeowners of the house party that happens later, and Jennifer McCabe, among some other people. So while they're there, they keep drinking, and then Nicole and Brian invite everybody back to their house. There is apparently their son is having a party. He's celebrating his 23rd birthday with his friends. And the parents are like, yeah, just come back to the house. We'll all hang out too. No big deal. It'll be fun. So Karen drives her car, her Lexus, with John in the passenger seat. They get to the house. According to Karen's GPS cell phone, they arrive at the house at 12:24 a.m. So they get to the house, 12:24 a.m., the GPS stops. 3 minutes later, John's cell phone gets a text message from Jennifer, the friend, that says, "Here?" Like, "Are you here?" No response. 12:29 a.m., Jennifer then calls John's phone, and it's like a 7-second call. 2 minutes after that, she texts and says, "Pull behind me." But per the GPS, they're already at the house. So what the fuck is going on? At 12:31 a.m., so this is 7 minutes after they arrive, John's phone records him or someone with it taking 36 steps, like on his health tracker. And at that time, at 12:31 a.m., the "pull behind me" text is read by the person with the phone. 12:32, so 1 minute after these steps, the steps finish, the phone locks for the last time, and there's no further activity until the next morning. That is where like the facts of the cell phone data ends. Okay. Oh, actually, there's a little bit more of that. But according to Karen, I will add this in now. According to Karen, John said he was going to go inside to make sure that they were still welcome at the family party. I imagine because it was so late. And she says, like I said at the top, she says she watched him enter the house and then he didn't come back out to get her. The people inside the house say they never saw him enter the house. And people outside the house who are like arriving said that they saw Karen alone in her car.
What does that mean? She said he was going to go in to see if they're welcome there.
Mm-hmm.
And she stayed outside waiting for him. And then she left?
Yes. She was waiting for him. It's a huge question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because then, so 12:32, that's apparently when he walked into the house, right? 12:33 a.m. to 12:36 a.m. So this is what, like the next minute after that, he gets 7 unanswered calls from Karen. And then she drives home. She drives to his house. So she only waited for like 1 to 4 minutes before she left. So were they fighting in the car before he got out and went to the door? Like, what happened here? We don't know, right? We don't fucking know. We'll never know. But she is apparently calling him over and over and over and over again. She gets to his house at 12:36 a.m. So this is like 12 minutes after they had arrived at the house. He must have lived very close by. And once she gets to the house, she leaves a series of voicemails.
Now,
Here,
everyone
this is
saw her for sure pull up to the house in the car.
Some of the people say that they did. People that were arriving at the party at the same time, like other friends that had come from the bar, say that they saw Karen in the car. They did not see John
Right.
in the
Okay.
car. Okay.
Nobody saw John in the car.
Nobody saw John in the car. She says she saw him go into the house. Everyone in the house says he didn't come in the house. Okay. So here is the series of voicemails that Karen left for John after driving away. And I have the transcripts as well if we need them. John, I fucking hate you. That's the first one.
Yes, 1 in the morning, I'm with your niece and nephew. You pervert.
It's 1 in the morning. I'm with your fucking niece and nephew. You fucking pervert. You're a fucking pervert. I'll say that again.
You're pervert.
There's also another one where she says, John, I'm here with the fucking kids. Nobody knows where the fuck you are, you fucking pervert.
John, I'm going home. I cannot babysit your niece. I need to go home. You are using me right now. You're another girl. He's sleeping next to me. You're a loser. Yourself.
Okay, and then that one says,
So she lives at a different house than him?
yes. They've
Okay,
only been
and
dating for
his-
2 years.
Okay, and his niece and nephew
Are at the house.
are at his house.
At his house.
So she went to his house to
Which must have been very close.
Yeah, and then she started yelling at him on the phone, the voicemail, and she said
Mhm.
she's leaving.
Yeah. So the final voicemail's at 1:17 a.m. So like 40 minutes after she gets to his house. She says, John, I'm going home. I can't babysit the kid. I need to go home. You are fucking using me right now. You're fucking another girl. Your niece is sleeping next to me. You're a fucking loser. Go fuck yourself.
Okay.
And then her last call attempt is like a minute later. And then she actually didn't leave the house. She fell asleep at his house.
Oh,
She
so
was
she-
very drunk. She was very
Good.
drunk. That is like common knowledge at this point. That's not something that's up for debate. She was
Right.
very drunk.
Right.
So then 3 hours later at 4:38 a.m., Karen wakes up, apparently expecting that Johnny has found his way home after having fun at the party without her. I know that sounds like a big question mark, right? Like they were going to the party together. Why did he not come back out? There is a theory. That, and I'm saying this is just a theory, and it's a local theory that wasn't obviously in the cases or anything.
A game
That-
theory.
What the fuck?
Sorry.
What the fuck
Dude.
was that?
It was
That
a
just
Matt
fucking
Pat.
scared me.
It's a Matt Pat reference.
Oh, I was like, what
Sorry.
the
It
fuck?
was a bit. There was a surprise. Matt Pat's a bit scarier there.
Also,
I
I'm
don't know
coming
why.
through in like two
Dudes.
pixels here.
Yeah, 2-2s.
Did
Sorry. That
you
just,
have something else to say?
No, just that tickled my
Oh,
brain,
okay.
and I just had to get that out. Sorry.
Let him.
Okay. It was just
Let-
so
let him.
loud. Okay. La, la,
And
la,
Matt
la,
Pat
la.
has no internet.
Making sure everyone's awake.
Yeah, right. Thank you so much. All right. So there is a theory. There is a theory that
Game theory.
the couples involved in the house party were swingers. There's a theory that there was some sort of a sexual openness kind of thing happening, And the reason she was angry and calling him a pervert is because she thought that he went into this party to partake in those things. And that's why he didn't come back out. And she was mad at him for that. None of this has been substantiated, but it is a rumor I have seen flying around in Massachusetts.
It's just a
forums.
theory.
Yeah. It's just a theory.
It's just a theory.
Just a theory. That's all it is. And all right. So she wakes up at his house. He's not there. She tries calling his phone. A little before 5 o'clock, she then calls Jennifer, the sister of the homeowner, from the niece's phone for some reason. I don't know why that is. Calls her from the niece's phone, and then calls another friend. And this other friend is named Carrie, which is Kerry, which is such a Massachusetts spelling of that name. And this friend, Carrie, later testified that Karen initially yelled over the phone, "John is dead. Carrie," and hung up. And then on a subsequent call, explained to her that she was afraid John was dead and that he might have gotten hit by a snowplow. Maybe. I mean, maybe she thought he tried to walk home or something. I don't know. But then also, John, the guy who was killed, his niece later testified that she heard Karen say on the phone while Karen was calling people something to the effect of, "Could I have done something? Could he have been hit by a plow? Maybe I hit him." So that is another piece of it, that she was wondering if she hit him before leaving. So then at 5 a.m.
Hit him before leaving the party?
Yes. Accidentally backed into him, dragged him,
But
and
he got blunt force trauma just to the back of his head?
Well, it wasn't the back of the head. I mean, it was just blunt force trauma to his head. Yeah. And so 5:07 a.m., she leaves Johnny's house. They have ring camera footage of that. She apparently goes to Jennifer's house, and then they go to the scene. And Carrie, the other friend, who she called and said, "John's dead," met them there. 6 a.m., they all get to the house. They find his body near the flagpole in the front yard and immediately call 911. Cell phone records show that his phone battery temperature was going down steadily through the night until activity stopped. So was he outside all night? And then in the morning, it was frozen. He was taken to the hospital and was later declared dead.
So phones have black boxes like that would be the phone temperature and all that.
Yeah, it was only through 1 a.m. or something, and then it picked back up again at 6 when they picked up the phone. So I think it probably went into hibernation, like a phone does when it's super, super cold. But then when they picked it up, it was it was freezing. So those are the updates. What was the fart for? What are you doing?
No, I was typing and my hand rested on the keyboard. I'm so
my
sorry.
Fucking God.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. Hang on.
That was an accident.
That's all good. Hang on.
Hey, never apologize for mega fart reverb.
I'm just trying my wife to turn the Wi-Fi on her phone. Maybe that'll help. One sec, because I'm sick of coming in.
Me too. I gotta go tell my wife.
Oh Lord! All right, so let's get into the autopsy. Oh, where'd Harley go?
He went to go talk to his wife.
Oh, okay, perfect. Do you want to do some soupies?
I guess.
I don't know. He just disappeared.
You're still 3 pixels, by the way.
I know.
What up, everybody? Let me see. Where am I at with my soupies here? Right off the bat, Sriracha Good sent 10 podcast gift memberships, as well as the other 90 that he sent so far. So shout out, 100 total.
Thank you so much.
Did I Harley, my wife?
Amazing.
How's your wife?
Did I say my wife? I meant my white
Oh,
monster.
white monster. We love it.
H3 Private said, Ethan, give them all write-ups for their tardiness.
Yeah, we did. We do
We
deserve
got
that
hired
today.
for our tardiness, bro.
That's true.
Too
That
Thick to
is
Quit
true.
said, love last night's show. I haven't laughed that hard since Ethan showed us PNP. I literally woke up sore. Yesterday was rough for me, but you guys ended it on a much-needed positive note.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you
so
very
glad.
much.
All right, Harley, are
Shout
you
out.
locked back in?
Yep, always
All right.
was.
Let's keep going then. There's lots to get through. So the autopsy happens January 31st. So that's like a couple days later. And they find that John didn't die from freezing to death. The cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, but they couldn't determine the manner of death. Like, was he hit by someone or something? They don't know that. They weren't able to pin that down. So had she hit him with not knowing it and drove off, she was drunk, right? Or did something else nefarious happen?
So she drove him to the party and she said he got out, but she found him on the front lawn of his own house where
Nope.
she slept.
Of the party house the next morning.
Of the party house.
Of the party house the next morning.
So, like, if I were
Yeah.
one could think she drove to the party.
Yep.
Something happened.
Mm-hmm.
He's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And she like has the seat reclined fully with him in the front, or
Oh, like pushed him out?
no, just hid him. Like
Okay.
he's with her now.
What do you
when
mean?
when she pulls up to the party,
He's alive.
but no one can confirm that.
No one can confirm that, but they all leave the bar together alive.
Right, but when they get to the house,
Yep.
only she says he's alive and walks in. No one even saw him there.
No one saw him outside
Or inside.
or allegedly inside. I don't really
Right.
okay.
And
I will say I don't fully trust the people inside the house, and
that's true.
we'll
I don't
see
trust
why.
anyone right now. I don't trust
We'll
any
see why.
anyone. Okay, there's more. There's more.
Yes, there's more. There's more.
Okay.
What we know is that he was killed by blunt force trauma. By what or by whom? It's unclear. It is.
But when they left the bars to go to this house, everyone left together same time.
They all left together the same time, but Karen was unfamiliar with the neighborhood and she was drunk. They got there a few minutes
Everyone
later.
was drunk, by the way.
Everybody was drunk. Everybody was drunk. She was driving. I don't know why she drove instead of John. Maybe he was like way drunker than her.
Everyone was drunk.
Everyone was
I'm
bombed.
going to assume that everyone here was fucked up, going bar to bar and then back home.
If I know anything about Massachusetts, they were
And
all
I got a question
fucking
like
hammered.
what would you be scared of? Getting pulled over? I doubt it.
Exactly. Oh no,
Yeah.
and cops are like notoriously alcoholics with peace and love. So yeah, so they all go to the party. They get there a few minutes after the family gets there. The adults get back to the house.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean everyone's adults here, right?
Yeah, everyone's adults, but there's the kids, like the 23-year-old is having his birthday party in the house. Mom and dad are at the bar, invite their friends back to the house to like join the party.
Oh,
That's what's going on.
I don't know how I missed that. So,
Okay.
so the after party, who's also a police officer, all the guys are police
Yes.
officers.
Yep.
They all leave the bar, gang of them.
Mhm.
Karen and John.
There's a
and-
federal officer too, but yes, they're all.
Karen and John. How
pigs.
many other people are there? They're all couples.
It's not all couples. There's like one. There's a couple like single Pringles, but it's the homeowners, the sister, the federal agent
Sister to
guy,
who? Sister to the homeowners?
the sister to the homeowners. She's the
Okay.
the wife's
And
sister,
there's a
Jennifer.
bunch of kids there, 23-year-olds having
Yeah.
like a little
Birthday
kickback
party
type of
for
thing.
kickback for the kids. And so the parents are like, hey, come back to the house. Like there's already a party going. Like let's just, go to a third location or whatever.
Yeah. And so everyone goes, and Karen took longer to get there because she doesn't know her way around the neighborhood.
Supposedly, yes.
And neither does John.
He would, I mean, I would think he would have, but they were kind of giving them directions on the way too. Like Jennifer was texting John. So I think she was more friendly with him, or maybe just because she wasn't driving.
Pull behind me was probably referring to the driveway then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was like, where are you guys? Are you here? Pull behind me. And she was like giving them instructions like along the way.
And were those voicemails from that night?
Yes, the voicemails are from that night after Karen left the party house, went to John's house.
And pretty soon after that, like,
yes.
Yeah.
Within an hour, she was calling, screaming, calling him a pervert, saying that, go fuck yourself and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it appears they had a fight of some kind about what. It's untrue. It's unclear, right? We have no idea.
Going straight to pervert is
exactly
pretty
very bizarre.
That's why people think the swingers thing is relevant.
But that's so like, hey, come to my house and let's all fuck. My kids are there with their friends.
Exactly. And also like the wife's sister is there, the homeowner's sister. Like it's just, I hope that that's not what's happening. But we do have there is a little bit more about the swinger thing. I can just bring that up now. There is an update, quote unquote, from last year. So this is Justice for Karen Read, subreddit. So take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, they think that she's innocent. I've worked in Canton for 7 years and my in-laws live there, so I know the area well. Over time, I've met people connected to some of the families and witnesses involved. So naturally, I hear things. Whenever the case, Massachusetts is a small state, and like every town feels like a small town. There's a lot of townies that stick around, and everybody knows each other. Everybody's in each other's business. So I'm not discounting this because everybody knows each other's shit, especially with the cops in the area. It's a thing. Whenever the case comes up around here, people always have something to say, especially after a few drinks. The other night, I was chatting with a woman at the bar, and she's originally from Canton. Of course, I brought up the trial and to see if she had any intel, and wow, she did not disappoint. She said she was neighbors with the Alberts. That's the homeowners. Neighbors with the Alberts growing up and knew them well. She even showed me old photos with them. Her brother also apparently helped out with some work on one of the Albert members' property. Not going to specify, but if you know, you know. I have no idea what that's about. So that's a whole other thing about the Alberts, these homeowners where they had the party.
We do know what it's about, but it's really crazy. You guys are going to have to sign up to our Patreon.
Exactly.
Where we're uploading behind the scenes after our content.
It's going to be paywalled. Sorry, guys. So what's the real tea? She confirmed the whole group is known to be swingers.
What's the real tea on the real tea?
Which is not exactly news at this point. But then she dropped the bombshell on me. Brian Albert, homeowner, and Jennifer McCabe, his wife's sister, have hooked up several times. Yeah, you read that right. Brian, this is all alleged. I don't know any of these people. I don't know how trustworthy this source is. Okay.
It's okay.
You read that
I believe
right.
it. What are we going to charge him for?
Brian Albert
being a Mac Daddy pimp?
Enjoying a succulent sister-in-law?
A succulent sister-in-law.
What's the charge? Brian Albert hooking up with his wife Nicole's sister, Jen McCabe, the same Jen who's married to Matt McCabe, has 4 daughters, and made the infamous Google search. We will get to that.
Oh.
There was a Google search made that night that is very interesting. Normally, I'd call BS on something outlandish like this, but this woman wasn't just gossiping. She had photos with them from back in the day, knew very specific details you couldn't fabricate, and her husband was backing her up. Apparently, Nicole, the wife, already knows some things that happened, but chooses to ignore it. Otherwise, I probably would have kept the tea to myself. Honestly, in a way, I hope it's not true because it's that disgusting. So there you go. Again, this is alleged by someone random on Reddit, but they are.
Yeah, but they heard it from
Canton.
a person whose husband backed them up.
Exactly.
He was at the bar and he was like, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can picture the bars that these people were in. and the way they sound and everything.
What
These are
was
the kind
other
of
one
people that
called?
were
Was
like,
it called McCarthy's or something?
let me see. Hang on. What was it?
It just
Yeah.
sounded like a
The first
TV.
spot was CF McCarthy's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so like on 911. They're going to McCarthy's after shift. If
Yeah.
you wanted to come for some drinks.
Yeah, they went from McCarthy's over
When was
to
the last time you cracked over a
Waterfall,
cold one?
over to Waterfall Bar and Grill.
Over to
After that.
Whataburger.
Oh, okay. So we did the autopsy. Let me go back to Miss Karen Reed. We'll just look at this for now. Okay. So the autopsy confirms blunt force trauma, not freezing to death. And then based on the evidence they have, the evidence the police collects, Karen gets arrested a couple days later. The autopsy is on January 31st. Karen is arrested on February 2nd, 2022, charged with manslaughter, motor vehicle homicide, and leaving the scene of a motor vehicle collision causing death. So obviously the state is going after her for intentionally, to some degree, killing John O'Keefe and
being
leaving the
aware
scene.
and leaving
the scene.
abandoning. Yeah.
My first thought when I heard all of this is that she was drunk and like backed over him on accident and didn't realize, which I don't know if that's possible, but maybe it is.
But would you not?
But it doesn't explain the phone calls later and like the time difference of it. Yeah.
Well,
What were
if
you
she
saying?
didn't notice, I mean, like, what situation could you possibly kill him and have him dead there that no one notices all night,
Right.
leaving when you pulled up behind a person who's in the driveway?
Right.
Right.
People would see the body,
Right.
something like that.
Also, not like
Exactly.
a single ring camera anywhere.
Yeah, but
Which you
someone
would
would see.
think cops
But all
would have
these,
that
it's a
stuff on the
party.
house.
It's a party. You have all these people walking out of the building. They would see a person lying
Just
there.
loose people everywhere. Exactly.
Right. So like he was never there then.
Yeah.
But then it's like, so
The front, and it's all in the front yard, right? Like this is in the front yard, and he ends up in the snow, and is just he's either already dead in the snow or he's like unable to move and like slowly dies in the night, right?
because right now I'm thinking a possibility is that maybe people might think is that he is dead before the party or around then.
It's hard though because it's such a thin time frame. For
No,
that.
they went there. Oh no, because no one ever saw him there.
No one ever saw him there,
So unless he's hiding in the car,
right?
like unless the seat's pulled back or something, reclined. But now we're like, okay, so she killed him, hid the
Mhm.
body with her, brought it to the place while he's dead, brings him back with her,
That seems like a lot, right?
waits for the party to be done, drives back with the body, and plants it at the same moment that they're like, "Oh my God, look at this!"
Right. That
But
doesn't
did
seem-
no one
Doesn't
left the
seem right,
party?
right?
How many people left the party that were like, "No, there was no body out
Right,
there."
exactly. Anybody who left the party that night, maybe every single person slept over, but nobody.
I'd have to see a drawing of where the front door is and where the body is.
Let me
found,
see if
you
I
know,
can
maybe if it's
find like the house,
an exhibit or something.
Brian Nicole Albert.
So what are you
house.
thinking? Well, but is there still more to it?
Oh yes, there's
Okay,
more.
okay, because I have thoughts, but I don't want if they end up.
Yeah. There's a lot more.
Okay, that's just what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah. Let me see. I want to find a picture of this house. Oh, they have a picture and it's like in the snow, which is good. Let me see if I can get it. All right, here it is. So this is the house. I'll just pull. Oh, God damn it. Never mind. All right, so this is the house. This is the driveway here. So I imagine parked behind me was in the driveway.
Kevin McAllister looking at his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a very New England house.
So
I don't
pull
see a
behind me in the
flagpole,
driveway. It's got to
so it
be
must
one of
be
those two.
over here. What'd you say?
Pull behind me. It's got to be one of those two.
Yeah, there are probably
in
tons
front
of
the driveway, in
cars.
front of in the garage, because it was
It's-
it
yeah.
was their house.
Yes.
They're in the driveway.
Well,
pull up
Jen-
behind me.
Jen is the sister, so she was not the homeowner.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're
she might not be okay. Well, then if you're on the road here,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know where the flagpole is, but yeah, I could see places at night where lots of people wouldn't see a body here.
Especially, I mean, if there's no street lights.
Yeah,
The
people have
snow
their
is
car.
deep.
People have their car
Yeah.
lights on. You're
It doesn't-
wasted. Okay.
It doesn't
And they're
look
drunk,
like
right?
I mean, how in Massachusetts is there a lot of streetlights down neighborhoods, or is it usually darker?
It depends. It depends on the neighborhood and the town and what the ordinances are.
Right. Because this looks like an
so-
area where it's very woodsy, not a lot of lights.
Yes.
Right,
So-
and at night you're wasted. The car lights are in your face,
Right.
like a flashlight equivalent.
Mhm.
Right.
It's dark. Yeah, I'd have to see like where people left, like which path they took, where the body was found. How many people
Yeah.
where their cars are walk by where the body would have been.
Also,
Because
if
how
it's
do you have
actively
so many
snowing,
witnesses?
Yep.
if it's actively
Oh,
snowing,
was it?
too,
It was
he's-
actively snowing.
I don't know if it was actively snowing. I know it was very cold, and there was a lot of snow because he was like in the snow.
And it's not. He didn't freeze to death, even though he had the blunt force trauma. Is it possible he still froze to death?
According to the autopsy, it was not the cold that killed him.
Okay.
The blunt force trauma killed him first, and then he froze.
Gotcha. Okay, because I didn't know if it was snowing, then he could have been like starting to get covered in snow, and then another
Mhm.
reason why people don't
It's
see him.
possible, or even like
Or-
wind drifting. Like it could have been.
or it's thick enough that he just like falls into it, and
Mhm.
he's just like
You're in the-
partially.
It's probably so much darker than we think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is what 2 a.m. in the winter, it's like pitch black, right?
Right. Because I'm
So
just
it's
I'm used to
possible.
I'm used to LA where like every sidewalk everywhere has
Oh,
street
no, no,
lights
no,
and
no.
everything. Yeah, it's just
No,
completely
yeah.
different. Yeah.
No, they're very. A lot of towns, mine included, very protective of, like, against light pollution.
Mm-hmm. Galia
know,
sent
like,
a
we have
picture
the-
of the
That's
street
nice.
view of the house, and there's no
Oh,
there's no
cool.
street lights. It's in
Okay,
Discord.
cool. Discord. Okay. Let me get it.
In the Discord.
In the Discord. Okay, great. Yeah, there's no street. There's no. Let me get this open. So many tabs to do a murder story. All right. Share this
What
tab.
might
So yeah, there's no streetlights. This is like a very classic, like probably like a 90s development in New England where they put up all these big, massive houses. And they don't usually do streetlights.
Yeah,
So
we got to see where the body was.
mhm,
I
mhm.
think
Yeah.
we don't need a
Well,
whole ass new tab.
they
here.
said
We
it
could just
was-
keep going.
They
But-
said it was near a flagpole. So this is the flagpole.
Oh, that's the flagpole.
Yeah. So he was over
Okay.
here.
If we look at the other picture, the
Yep.
snowy one
Mm-hmm. So he was over here, I believe.
to the left. Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Nowhere near the
to the-
driveway.
Nowhere near the driveway.
No, but maybe
could've
she
staggered
parked.
over there.
Maybe she parked there. Where did she
Yeah,
park?
It's
Where did people see
unclear.
her?
Let me see if I can find out.
Because she
where
never went
parked.
inside, so she was only there
She
for
never
a couple
right,
minutes.
Right.
Right? Her cell phone says she was at the house in the driveway for a few minutes.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was the driveway because she just like parked
Right,
behind
right,
me.
right.
Let's see. She did not pull into the driveway, instead parking alongside the property near the mailbox. Okay. So the mailbox is here.
Yeah, in between that and the flagpole.
Yep, she pulls up here.
Yeah, she's like, we could say maybe she's in the middle of them there.
Mm-hmm.
And
So, but how do you hit him? And he ends up over there. Because we'll see one of her back taillights apparently got broken, but that's disputed by the defense.
there's no like they would have
'Cause she
seen a
wouldn't
body they would have seen a body drag.
Exactly.
Were there no fresh footprints?
I don't know about footprints.
Maybe snowed a little bit.
Maybe, but also okay. So there's a theory. We'll get into it because I think it's interesting that he ends up over here in sort of this
Yeah.
wooded area, this little
Yeah.
hidden area.
Like if you were a fucking silly, crazy, drunk person would think that that's a good hiding spot at the time, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So that is like the main layout of things that happen. She gets arrested, again, charged with manslaughter, motor vehicle homicide, and leaving the scene of a motor vehicle collision causing death. Now, the investigation bungled from the start. You
Well, I was
can
gonna
go
say
back-
that's a tricky charge to pin with this information,
I know. I think
right?
it,
Like, how do you? That's hard to
right away.
prove.
I think it's so stupid that the prosecution tried to go for like an intentional murder here. I think they could have gone for the, leaving the scene and probably, I mean, manslaughter might be like accidental death, but there seems to be like, they really tried to push the intentionality of it. So I think they overcharged her, and that was really stupid because then they had a much higher burden of proof that they had to meet. You can just go back to us, David, please, because we're done with that bit. I don't know where Harley went. Keeps disappearing
No,
on
I'm
me.
still here.
No, he has to go talk to his wife.
I'm still
Okay,
here.
cool. Okay, there he is. So I see people like yelling things in chat. We're getting there. I'm just building this
What are
out.
they yelling? Spoilers?
Yes, they're yelling spoilers.
This still unravels from here. There's more.
Oh, yeah. Because now the investigation happens and it was completely mishandled from the jump. Completely undone by the cops that were involved. So, first of all,
Ugh,
The biggest
Massachusetts
problem-
cops are the worst. Am I right?
no, literally. We'll get into that. But anyway, so the main
Whoa, We
investigator,
should do cop tier list.
cop tier list, LA probably wins. LA probably wins for the
As
worst.
the worst? LA or New York?
You guys have fucking tanks. No,
Well,
it's
wait,
definitely LA.
Are we doing S the goat, or are we like?
No, S is like the demon lord.
Okay.
Okay, so.
But we'll consider budget
Yes.
and equipment as well. 'Cause that's
I
fucking
think we
cool,
have
dude.
to. I think we
That's
have to.
fucking
Yes.
Cool,
Yeah.
man. Fucking trucks and fucking
Hell yeah,
fucking
brother.
riot gear, dude. Fucking how
Yeah,
mad, bro.
All right, are we ready? So the investigation was doomed from the very beginning by the cops and the people connected to the case itself. Okay. The main investigator, who is now being sued by Karen Reed, that's the update. The main investigator,
That's brand new. just
Massachusetts, that's yes, 5 days
It's a
ago.
scoop.
That is well, not a scoop, but it's close. Half
We're
a scoop.
scooping it 5 days later. Sweet.
Yeah. No one
Trust.
has
Hey,
talked
listen.
about it.
I'll enjoy a scoop 5 days later.
Hell yeah. So
My dad's chili 5 days later. Best believe him. I have a scoop.
gotta get a scoop of that. Hell
Better
yeah.
on the third day, but still.
Ooh, I love a soup or a stew like 2 to 3 days later. It's so good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the main investigator is Massachusetts State Police Trooper Michael Proctor. Let me show you a fucking picture of this idiot. Michael Proctor is a moron. Here he is.
Don't lead me yet. You can't influence my thoughts yet.
Oh, I'm not. I don't have to. It's going to take 2 seconds for you to agree with me. Okay, so Michael Proctor, he's been on the force.
Do we hate bald men on After Dark?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Dan.
Only until you go bald, and then we'll love them.
Okay.
All
Tom's pretty sick though.
right, he was on the force for 12 years, okay? He got fired last year as a result of his behavior during this investigation. Okay? Fired in 2025 related to the case 2022 to 2024. Just 16 hours into the investigation on January 29th, before the autopsy had even been performed, this jackwagon, Proctor, openly discussed the case in a group text with his high school friends. This is what I'm talking about with fucking Massachusetts and these small
Fucking
town
jackwagon.
shit bags. Okay. They do not follow the rules at all. And so he said to his friends, who are not law enforcement necessarily, he wrote that they won't be able to prove that Reed hit O'Keefe with her car, and that
Okay.
all the powers that be want answers ASAP. When a friend sent the message, "I'm sure the owner of the house will receive some shit," Proctor replied, "Nope, homeowner is a Boston cop too."
Mm.
Here is some more of the derogatory stuff this stupid idiot was caught saying in text messages during the investigation.
It's investigators that interviewed Miss Roberts as well.
Roberts.
Oh.
And from all accounts, he didn't do a thing wrong. That was your decision 16 hours into the investigation, correct?
Yes.
And the other decision that you made and the other determination you came to was my client, Karen Reed, was a whack job cunt. Right?
Yes.
Me describing my podcast host. Joking. Obviously, I'm joking. I can make that joke because I'm the bear.
Oh, my God.
I'm the bear. I'm playing a character. No, I didn't mean that though. You know that, right? You know I was joking.
Immediately, yes, of course. Immediately into the investigation, the first day, he calls her a whack job C word to his friends.
Who are not law enforcement.
Right.
What else did you say in response to she's hot at least?
She's hot.
Or
at
she
least.
hot at least?
Oh,
Question mark.
God.
So following that text, I responded, yeah, she's
David!
How old is he? How old is he?
Sorry.
I don't know, probably in his 40s.
David, never apologize for
David.
a extended cut.
All right, ready?
But
Director's cut.
This type of texting just like sucks as a person outside of being heavily involved in this case.
Yes. He's a shitty person. And it gets even worse. Like the stuff that he has said about people beyond Karen Reed, beyond this case, is why he's being sued now. And so we will hear that stuff too.
So following that text, I responded, yeah, she's a babe. Weird Fall River accent, though.
She's a babe. Weird Fall River accent, though.
No,
Fall
Talking
River
like
is
that.
another city in Massachusetts.
Can you do an accent from there or no?
It's this. It feels to me the same as Boston.
That means you have
It's
it.
It's very, very similar. I lived
you
in
have
Fall
it?
River for a
Oh,
while.
so you have Fall River accent.
Fall
Okay.
River, yeah, Fall
Okay,
River.
so you're doing it.
yes.
No, I do not sound like I'm from Fall River.
I like that they're both
Fall River
almost
sounds like this
exactly
guy.
the same, and he's like, she has a weird accent.
It's crazy that he can hear the difference. It's crazy.
Yeah, she's a babe. Who's the she?
Miss Reed.
Weird Fall River accent, though. You talking about her, the way she talks?
The accent.
Yeah.
And no ass. Now you're talking about her body.
No ass. Weird Fall River accent and no ass.
How are you 20
Correct?
at your big
Right?
age?
Because cops are all
You're
like
20?
arrested development.
You're 20?
Yes.
What a loser.
Think that's appropriate?
What a fucking loser.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Then Bird chimes in with a little comedy. Not newsworthy then. Correct?
Correct.
No
In
ass.
other words, well, if she didn't have an ass, nothing to see here, correct?
Objection.
Sustained.
And then 5051 says, oh, she's skating.
Fall River has a horrible accent. LMAO. I lived there for like a month. I mean, it is a little different than Boston, but I can't do the difference. I would have to have lived there for a lot longer to do it. But yeah, Fall River with peace and love sucks, in my opinion. It's just a very run down mill city. And it's where a lot of people I hate live. So there you go.
Right?
Correct.
And what did you write after that?
My response was 0 chance she skated.
0 chance she's skating. Like she's not getting off.
And then what did you write?
She's fucked.
She's fucked.
0 chance she skates.
I don't know about that, buddy.
She's fucked.
I don't know about that, buddy.
Right?
Correct.
Kind of fucking up right now.
16. This is 16 hours into what's supposed to be an objective investigation. And he, the lead investigator, has already made up his mind that Karen Reed is guilty.
Tell me this guy's working at Lids at Dartmouth Mall.
Oh my God. Shout out Dartmouth Mall. Did you look that up? Did you look that up? The fucking Dartmouth Mall? Did you look that up?
I just looked up Lids.
Fall River?
Lids Fall River. And I got closest Lids store location.
Shout out Dartmouth Mall. Oh my god, I'm having fucking war flashbacks. Okay.
You guys didn't have the Dartmouth.
You decide-
like you were the Duncan.
What?
That's pretty sick gang. If you
Oh
guys
my god,
had beef.
I did work at a Fall River Dunkin' Donuts for a day.
Oh, the Dartmouth. The Dartmouth.
No, in
Dartmouth.
Fall River on the Ave. I see people in chat from Fall River. The Ave is like the worst part of Fall River. It's just this big, it's a highway that runs down the middle of the city, and it's just so run down and gross. And there's a Dunkin' Donuts at the end of the Ave. It's like the worst, shadiest Dunkin' Donuts. I think like a month after I left, it was held up at gunpoint. I worked there for a day because I really needed money. And one of the other, no, it wasn't an employee, a customer came in and he was like, "Is that your car out there?" And I was like, "Yeah, stupid, shouldn't have said that." And he was like, and it was a woman. And she was like, "Can you give me a ride somewhere?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I gotta go somewhere." And I literally left in that moment, didn't clock out, never called, never went back in.
You're
I was like, I can't fucking do this.
I have to go to the police.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, and I just like left. It's like, "You guys got a car out there?" Oh my god.
But the Dartmouth Duncan D's would be a sick gang.
Hell yeah. I mean,
Triple
no,
Ds.
actually.
Well, they'd be
No.
a sick roller derby team.
The Dartmouth D's. That's true. That is true. There is out there, there's a roller derby team called the River Rats, which is good. The Sakonnet River Rats. Let's see what else Sakonnet. Yeah, that's there's a town up there.
That one.
I know. Suck on it, baby.
On the 29th of January, 17 hours into this investigation,
Forgot I worked at a second
you
Dunkin'.
decided individually, Trooper Proctor, you're not only going to put it on the girl, you decided you're going to make sure this is cut and dried, and the way you're going to do it is to make sure that she's fucked. That's what you were saying.
Objection.
All right. I mean, it was his opinion, right? But still, if you're the lead investigator and you already have an opinion that you're certain of, like that you shouldn't be writing that shit down at the very least. And one would hope only 16 hours into a case that you aren't that subjective about this case where someone has fucking died, right? Like,
because
but
it's so
that's what
easy
happens.
it's so easy for a lawyer to pounce on it, be like, "Oh, you're just objectifying her. You don't, you think she's
Yes.
dumb and this and that, so you're just
And
gonna
crazy.
you're gonna frame her or whatever."
How careless and stupid is this?
What'd you say?
How careless and stupid is this?
So stupid. But this is what happens. I mean, I've watched so many true crime documentaries, as I'm sure everybody has, right? They're riveting. And a huge piece of it is always that the cops decide too early on what happened. And then that bias completely changes the investigation. And a
Right.
lot of times completely nullifies it. And things like this happen, where you end up completely shooting the entire investigation in its foot because you wanted a certain person to be guilty. Your internal biases said that that person was guilty, or there are politics at work here and you don't want to work with the Fed, so you're trying to solve it faster. You know what I mean? Or there's an election coming up and you need to get a win, and so you're pushing for one person because it's easy. It feels like the path of least resistance. All of that shit fucks up the actual investigation and the trial. It's bananas. And it's like, cops are so ineffective with no peace and no love, with war and hate, I will say. He also, this charming gentleman, also said he hopes Karen Read kills herself.
Goes in.
Whoa.
You responded to a text message from your sister, correct?
Sister.
And your response was, hopefully she kills herself, correct?
Yes.
Who's she?
The defendant.
Miss Reed?
Correct.
You literally said that you hope that Karen Reed, the subject of your investigation, the woman sitting to my left, about 7 feet from me, that she would just die, correct?
The figure of speech.
You wanted her to, the figure of speech is you wanted her to kill herself,
No.
right?
No, it's
What
not.
did you mean?
Oh, you hoped that she would.
What did you mean then?
Yeah,
What does that
exactly.
mean? What are you saying?
The figure of speech doesn't mean you want her to kill herself.
Proctor, Karen Reed, in your investigation, had quickly become a very serious problem for you, hadn't she?
Objection.
Sustained.
Did you believe that Karen Reed was a problem or an issue for your investigation?
Objection.
I'll allow it. Yes.
No, absolutely not.
In
Absolutely
your
not.
words, quote, all the powers that be want answers ASAP. That's what you texted on January 29th, right?
Yes.
That put a lot of pressure on you, didn't it, Trooper Proctor?
There's a lot of pressure in every case, sir.
This case involves a Boston cop whose family you are actually connected to, correct?
Who?
Loosely.
Chris Albert, loosely.
Yes.
Julie Albert, loosely.
Yes.
Colin Albert, loosely.
Yes.
Kevin Albert, loosely.
Yes.
What was
He
that
knows
lady
all
doing
these
next
people.
to?
She's taking dictation.
Oh, okay. I was like, so I hadn't seen that on camera before.
Yeah. She's doing dictation.
I don't have to touch that one either.
What'd you say, Harley?
I said I don't have to touch that one either.
Loosely.
Yes.
Kevin Albert, loosely.
All these people he's connected to.
Loose enough to leave his badge and his gun in
and
your
I'll take
cruiser when
dictation
after
and suck on it.
Exactly. And Sakata, yeah.
a night of drinking, right?
Objection.
Oh, so one of the cops.
Loosely.
Yes.
Kevin Albert, loosely.
Yes.
So that is a relative of the homeowners.
Loose enough to leave his badge and his gun in your cruiser when after a night of drinking, right?
They're all just fucking alcoholics. So yeah, one of the people connected to the case left their gun in his cruiser after a night of drinking. And he's saying, oh, we're just loosely connected to each other. Now you can see, I mean,
That guy, I don't really know him that well. Yeah,
Yeah,
held his
exactly.
gun. I held his gun for him.
Yeah, that's like just what
You
colleagues
do with
do.
strangers.
Yeah, exactly.
Objection.
Sustained. You're such a fucking liar.
You agreed in your group chat.
Like
That
if
you
I
needed
was
to,
going to
quote,
see a movie
make-
with Nate and he was like, "Yo, can I leave my gun in your car?"
What would you say?
I'd be like, no, hang on to it. Let's not see this now. We could see a later showing. Let's go bring your gun back.
Yeah, let's
Home.
go. Yeah, that's like, this is not urgent. We can just like bring your gun home. It's not a big deal.
You
Nate's
agreed
like, yo, I'm so wasted. Can I put my gun in your car?
Yeah.
in your group chat that you needed to, quote, make this cut and dry because another cop was involved. Those are your words, right?
Mm-hmm.
Objection.
So it feels like this cop was trying to, in some degree, to keep focus on Karen Reed, whether it was intentionally or unintentionally, in order to help protect the homeowner where the man actually died, who was also a cop. He also, this guy,
Oh, 6.9K viewers.
really?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw us there on your thing.
Let's go. Oh no, this was this one. Okay,
We're actually at 7K now.
let's go. Like the stream,
Are
everybody.
captions available for the video?
Oh, probably. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I think
The
some
sound
people
is
just
bad.
can't understand Boston.
I like captions.
Well, it's the. I know it's
I'm just
echoey too,
kidding.
but thank you. No, but that's a good reminder. Thank you.
Yeah, these court videos have like one mic that they have pointed randomly in
know.
one
Come
corner
on,
of the room.
guys.
Like,
I honestly think Court TV should pay to update the microphones in these places. I think that would be a really good idea. Okay, so then this trooper also called the medical examiner a whack job. Surprisingly, the Emmy was a woman, also a woman.
Probably honest.
Called her a woman, called her a whack job in text, probably because
Oh, he called it to her
she-
face. Oh, not
no,
to her face.
in
not to
in
text
text
her,
to his friends.
who are not law enforcement.
Probably, yeah. He was just texting everybody about this shit. And he did that because, in my opinion, he did that because the Emmy refused to call it a homicide because she wasn't sure. And so
Mhm.
now she's also a whack job. And the officer Another officer who he was texting. Okay, so I think this was about from an officer. Another officer he was texting implied that, oh, you should have pushed her to call it a homicide. And he said, I laid out the case for her. So he was putting pressure on this ME, allegedly, to make it a homicide call.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
To try to just get it done. Again, this is all happening like within the first week of the case, of the investigation. It's insane.
Yeah. Why does he want her put away for so long?
He wants to, I think he wanted to pin it on her so no one would look at Brian Albert, the homeowner, right? Like where the guy actually died, where all these cops were partying, someone ends up dead. The whack job C-word girlfriend seems like a good person to pin it on. Unclear though. So, also, like I said, so this is the guy that she's suing. We'll talk about that at the end. Also, the evidence, the way that the evidence was collected in this fucking case. Honestly, should have thrown the case out just based on this. I know nothing really about the law, but this seems insane. What I'm showing you here are blood samples collected from the snow.
No.
In solo cups.
No.
That are then nestled into.
Who collected these?
A Stop and Shop paper grocery bag.
Who collected these? The people who
the
had
fucking
the party?
police.
The ones
yeah,
at
right,
the
exactly.
house? That's fucking crazy. That's like a joke. That's not true.
No, it's true.
This was allowed? They brought
this
in? Did they bring this in?
Evidence, yes.
And everyone took that seriously, and they still take it seriously, or does everyone know that's crazy?
This was counted as John O'Keefe's blood samples from the snow.
Oh my God.
How can this even be a case?
This literally feels like a movie where it's like two people accidentally walk into a murder and they're like, we need to get evidence to make sure we're safe, and they just use whatever the fuck is around them.
Like, did they pull these cups from the fucking house?
Right.
From the house party?
Well, that's
like,
what
hey,
I'm
you guys
thinking.
done
That's
playing
gotta
beer
be what
pong?
it is.
Can we borrow those cups?
It sounds like something that the people there who were wasted all night,
Decided
maybe fucking
to do.
each other, woke up and were like, oh no, hey, lock in. We're all police officers. We gotta do what do we gotta
They're all
rope off the perimeter.
Gotta collect this blood.
Yeah, let's finish the baggie. Let's finish the baggie and talk about it. Break that up on the table.
What the fuck is this?
We gotta start collecting blood. Get cups. Cups are fine, dude.
Someone said cops were drunk when they were taking evidence. Changed my mind. Yeah.
They were at the party.
They're like, well, we need the fucking nerds down in the lab for this? Just grab a solo cup and scoop it up. Come on.
Just get it before the snow melts.
Whoa, who's going to give us a problem? His dad is the judge. We're all related.
This is so insane. Yeah, that is exactly the situation. Not necessarily here, but like in small New England towns. Like, I don't like, this is like open containers. Like, there's no chain of custody here. Why? First of all, shout out Bean Boots. I see you. Why did no one have what they needed? Was the medical, like the coroner's team, not on the scene, or the crime scene investigators? They would not have done this. So why were the cops collecting blood? This doesn't make any sense. The neighbor, the police chief, gave them the cups. What the fuck?
And it's a problem. Wait, is that true?
That's what that's what multiple people in chat have said.
Was
that it was
he
the
there
neighbor
also?
who was the police chief.
Was he also at the 23-year-old's party?
Let's see. I didn't.
The
see
neighbor of this house is the police chief.
Yes.
Is everyone a police officer in this town?
Apparently. Let me see if he was at the party. It doesn't. Gathering friends and family. He was. Kenneth Berkowitz, Canton's police chief at the time of the incident, was also at the fucking party. So It was his bright idea to put everything in Solo cups in a fucking Stop and Shop bag. Mind you, that is most definitely a used Stop and Shop bag. Whether or not the Solo cups are fresh, I don't know.
If you had the boys down in the lab come and actually lift these samples in the way that I think would be professional after watching lots of Dexter and CSI, if you put it in a bag like that, I think that's inappropriate. Even if it was the legit way to lift the sample and have it in that bag, if you put it in that bag there, I'd be like, no.
It's done. It's
No.
toast. We're
not doing this. Don't get that. Don't bring that bag in here.
That bag came from a grocery store and was in people's cars. Like had food in it.
It's a construction worker's lunch bag.
Like
that's like a big brown bag.
And it's not fresh and it's porous. Like this is so stupid. This should have gotten the case thrown out, in my opinion. This is insane. And my first thought is these guys were so dumb that they were like, oh, we got to get the blood samples before the snow melts. They were waiting. They were impatient. Not like you can get blood sample. You can't get blood samples out of the fucking soil, gentlemen.
This is very weird.
Isn't this fucking weird?
Very bizarre.
What are you doing? What are you doing? So there's also more information.
Didn't we learn from the OJ case?
That is just one of a zillion cases where the chain of custody breaks and cops completely fuck the investigation. Like the incompetence appears to be global. There are so few police departments that actually investigate a crime well. It's pathetic. So as you can see, there's some weirdness happening with the cops. You can go back to just us now, David.
Someone to talk about John's shoes.
John's shoes?
Why was he found with no shoes on?
Let me see. I'm looking it up.
Computer.
Apparently there was... Oh, okay. There was apparently one of his shoes was missing. And all right, so here's my understanding based on multiple reliable sources. Colin and his uncle Brian were both drunk that night. They're both known to be violent people prone to fighting. Brian is the homeowner. We'll talk about Turtle Boy later.
I gotta know what the fuck Turtle Boy means.
Oh, you'll know. You will talk about that. Anyway, so there's a theory that there was a fight in the house and that apparently while he was taking his shoes off, he got attacked.
Or putting them on
or whatever it was.
Like
and they
implying
said
it was someone in the house that actually could have killed him from a fight.
Yes, exactly. And so...
Which is also, there's a party at the house.
Mm-hmm.
With lots of witnesses at the party. Like, wasn't there a whole bunch of people questioned? Must have been over a dozen people, I'm sure.
But they're all cops.
Right, but
and
also the kids.
Of
but
cops.
the young kids are there. The old 23.
Yeah, but there is, I'm sure it's true everywhere, but in a small town, the thin blue line is real. It's very real. Cops protect each other first. And so there is this theory that something happened inside the house and he was dumped. His body was dumped outside to make it look like he got hit. Because cops will do that, they'll plant evidence, right? They do all kinds of shit to frame people. So apparently on February 2nd, the day that Karen Read was arraigned, her lawyer got an anonymous call from a man who stated he had a background in Boston law enforcement. And that man alleged that the homeowner, Brian Albert, and his nephew, Colin Albert, had beaten John O'Keefe to death inside the home.
Who said this?
This was an anonymous tip that Karen Read's lawyer got on the day she was arrested and arraigned.
Oh.
This guy said John was beaten to death inside the house and dumped outside. That Brian Albert the homeowner, and an unnamed federal agent who is Brian Higgins. He had been out at the bar with them and come back. The two of them dragged O'Keefe's body onto the lawn. And that's why I say I think it's interesting that that John ended up in this little alcove, because the homeowner knew that it would sort of be protected from the road and no one would see him.
At least for the night when people were leaving.
Yes, exactly. And then anything could happen, right? It's far away from the driveway. And it's at least secluded from the neighbors.
Oh, it's easy. It's literally like push them in the snow, throw some snow on. It's 2 seconds. I just thought that it would leave drag marks, foot marks the way there.
Yeah, but then you can just sweep them with the snow. I mean, you could easily get rid of that.
You could definitely do something for sure.
Yeah, you can get rid of that on the way back. Someone in chat said they didn't even search the house.
Bruh.
I think I remember that from like the early stages when we were just hearing everything, because my first thought when I heard that it was a house full of cops and a body ended up in the front yard, I was like, they did it and they're trying to cover it up. That was my first thought.
Right.
Because that shit happens very often, right?
Cops at any scale,
yeah,
because like at any scale, if there's any complaint or issues that happen to a police officer, that's investigated internally.
Exactly, by their own people.
Yeah,
right?
And then if it's that bad that they have to like let them go, they can move to a different police department and they go, oh, we don't need to carry your records over. We'll just start fresh.
Exactly. So that is what this anonymous caller said. And this will actually become a huge part of the defense of Karen Read's defense. It turns out that the anonymous caller was a private investigator who gave a statement to authorities.
By who?
Yeah, well, I don't know if he was hired.
Just a YouTuber. He's a YouTuber.
Yeah, just a YouTuber. I think he probably just has connections to cops in Massachusetts as being a private investigator and heard something, heard something on the wind. And he confirmed that he gave the tip to Karen Read's lawyer. Other weird things that happened that night. Around 1 a.m., one of the officers, I think it might have been Brian Higgins, or another officer that wasn't a cop anymore, but still had an office at a police station, went to his office at the police station, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then directly following that, he called one of the other cops. So what the fuck is going on there?
Yeah.
And also, a computer search on a computer within the house shows that Jennifer, the sister of the homeowners, Jen McCabe, performed a Google search for how long to die in cold at 2:27 a.m.
Okay. That's that.
Who looked this up again?
I know for like a jury, it takes a lot more, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But like, we as people, there's just certain things where it's like, oh, okay. There's no
Why
situation
would she do that?
where you would ever just randomly Google that.
Right.
Like while you're wasted, you have
Higgins,
to go on
okay,
the computer and do that. That's really, really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who Googled that?
This is Jen McCabe,
the homeowner's sister.
The homeowner's sister who had been out partying with them, was giving them directions to the house, telling them where to park.
If anyone here had killed this person, he was there. There would be some sort of like solidarity pact. And at that point, the house is whoever's house it is would probably be, me talking as a professional YouTuber that knows nothing.
Right, of course, yeah.
It would probably be on them. If it's anything like a car, at least, because it's found on their property.
It was her phone. Sorry. It was her phone. It wasn't a computer.
Oh, I was going to ask how they knew it was her.
Yeah, the sister Googled how, but it's spelled Haas Long to die in cold at 2 in the morning.
At the house.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasted
2 in the morning. I I mean, I can see that also being a drunk conversation, but that's too coincidental
with
for
a
me.
dead body in the front yard.
Exactly, within an hour of a body in the front yard. Crazy.
She searched
right?
that, and then right after, she's like, "How to delete search history."
Yeah. Now, also, in addition to that, Brian and Nicole, the homeowners, very quickly sold their house and also got rid of their dog within 3 months of this incident.
Okay, wait, hold on. So wait, how long?
Remember I told you there was a dog involved?
Chloe, good girl.
And they also got divorced in 2024 while the trial was going on.
Chloe, what happened? How old was she? How long did they have that dog?
I'm not sure how long they had the dog, but we have more information about the dog. We will get into that when I'm about to give you the theories. Okay.
And
Yeah.
they sold the house within 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. They sold the house. They rehomed the dog to Vermont. And then like months later, they filed for divorce. Someone said the dog was a fucking snitch. It's crazy. She claimed Karen asked her to look up how long to die in the cold. They found him. When they found him, but the search was earlier. It was a whole thing with a cell phone. Yeah. I know that the prosecution says that's when the tab was opened, but not when the search happened. So, and I don't know if that's true or not. I have no idea.
They just know
someone
that a tab
said
was opened.
Right.
Someone said that.
Tab was,
I want to check that. Karen Reed.
Someone said they had the dog for 7 years.
7 years. Oh my God.
Okay, that's crazy.
Okay, here's another thing.
That's
that someone
crazy.
just posted. There's so much to this. So thank you to everybody who has been following this obsessively, because this is the first. This is the first deep dive I have done, and I was like completely overwhelmed by all the evidence.
We have a juror.
Brian Higgins. Shout out. I know, we should have them call in. If they're still in chat, I want you to call in when we're done talking about this. Brian Higgins, who was the federal agent, the ATF agent, who was partying, who was at the house, who allegedly, according to the private investigator, helped the homeowner drag the body out. He testified that he threw his physical cell phone and a destroyed SIM card into a dumpster at a Cape Cod military base. He did this in 2022, one day before being served with a court order to preserve the device. Feels like he got a tip that was coming.
Yeah. So why did he want to go destroy his phone and dispose of it at a military base?
Because he was at the party. He's being implicated now by this private investigator.
So he went and destroyed his phone.
Yeah. It sounds like maybe there were. He was also the one who went to the police station in the middle of the night at 1 a.m. and then called and texted other cops.
And which one was this? What's his name again?
Brian Higgins.
Okay.
Yes.
Also,
Yes,
Quiet Thing says Kate, the judge on this case, her brother was the lawyer for Chris Albert in the 90s when he hit a college kid and drove off, killed him in a vehicular manslaughter.
Ooh, interesting. That's like what, the brother of Brian Albert?
No, the brother of the judge.
No, I know, but but the judge he was
the lawyer for
was
Chris
on the
Albert.
case for that.
Okay,
the
yeah,
lawyer
never
for
mind.
Chris. Okay, all right, very interesting.
Call up the judge, get some fudge.
Fudge. Judge
Fudge.
Judge Fudge. Okay, so that brings us, you can go back big now, big for mama. That brings us to
Yes, Mama.
the first trial, because there were 2 trials for this case. Okay. I'm sure you can tell why, because everything was so fucked up. So the first trial goes for 8 weeks. There are 68 witness testimonies. And we have the prosecution's theory, which I have little bits of it here that we can watch. And again, you might need to crank it because of the terrible sound in the courthouse. Oh, hang on. Let me redo that. All right. So here's the prosecutor, who, in my opinion, sucks. He's not good at what he's doing. His opening statement was very boring. I think he spent too much time on the granular details, and it just wasn't compelling at all. So here we go.
It was a steady relationship.
He's talking about the relationship between Karen and John.
Until about the beginning of 2022.
So it was a steady relationship until the beginning of 2022, which is when all this happened.
And then things began to unravel.
Things began to unravel.
There was tension. There was arguments.
There was arguments.
In fact, just a few days before this incident,
God, the captions are so slow. I don't even know if they're helping.
you'll hear that Mr. O'Keefe asked her to leave.
So the prosecution is saying John O'Keefe told Karen to leave his house, and she wouldn't. This was a few days before the actual incident.
But she wouldn't. You're going to be able to read text messages of their conversations on January 28, 2022. You will see the tension.
Stay there, sir. Stay there.
In the unraveling of the relationship. You will read about the discord between the defendant and Mr. O'Keefe. You will see that when he would ignore her calls, they would become incessant. When
Incessant. Who the fuck is this guy?
he would try to push away, she would come closer. You will read those text messages and you will realize that this was the beginning of the end of this relationship. That night,
This is so dramatic.
they decided they would go out together.
So they go out
I
together.
want to tell you something about data and science.
All right, then he goes into fucking data and like he gets too in the weeds for an opening statement. So I'll skip ahead. He talks a little bit about he mentioned the text messages in that, which we'll look at. But here's the rest. Here's another piece of the opening statement that was a little bit dynamic, at least.
Ultimately, they would find over the course of 10 days that the snow melted almost all every piece of that broken tail light in that area. Hat, the sneaker.
All right, so the broken tail light.
Every piece of that broken tail light in that area. Hat, the sneaker.
His hat was there, one sneaker, and apparently the broken taillight, all the pieces of the broken taillight, which there's video and photo evidence like from a week later or maybe less of the taillight intact. So did the cops smash another taillight and sprinkle it on the crime scene?
Glass.
A random other one? Is that a
Yeah, I
theory
don't
that people
know.
have that
Yeah.
they-
I don't know because I don't understand how her car, I mean, she could have gotten it replaced, but that quickly, I mean, she got arrested immediately.
So he was found dead with cracks in his skull, blunt force trauma,
Mhm.
and he also was frozen.
Yep.
But they said that the blunt force trauma was the primary
That's what killed him.
thing that killed him.
Before he
Hypothermia
froze to
contributing,
death.
right? And everyone says he never came inside.
Yeah.
But,
Except for Karen. Karen says he went inside. Karen says she saw him go into the house.
and she just sat there and waited and then drove away.
Because she was
Didn't text him before she left or anything.
Oh no, she did. She was like, "Where are you? Come back outside."
Okay.
Like, what's going on? And then was like calling him incessantly. He wasn't picking up, and then she left. But it was only a few minutes. She really only waited a few minutes.
Right.
Which to me,
She
that
was
is a
already
weird part.
Well, she was already fighting him.
She was already pissed because they sat.
Yeah.
It seems like they sat in the car.
She
for
sounds
a
like
bit.
she sounds like a terrible drunk.
Yes. That is not disputed in my opinion, right? Like,
Right.
she is
But
in
all
some
of- a
ways
lot of
an
her stuff-
unsympathetic defendant,
The
right?
stuff, all the stuff that is pinned on her right now, I feel like could be. I'm not saying it is. I'm like, but they are all things where it's like she's fucking wasted.
Yes,
That doesn't
yes.
make sense. Wasted. The voicemails, like she's wasted.
You're a pervert. Like, what is that about?
Yeah, but
Could be
they
something
trying-
completely different.
Are they trying to hit her with
is-
like drunk driving stuff too, or was they not able to verify?
In the second case, they do. In the
Okay.
second case,
So-
they do, and they do, yeah. So,
Because also, I still remember that she was like saying that John's dead on the phone,
mhm.
reportedly.
She
But
yelled
who was
that.
Who was it that claimed that?
The person she called, which was her friend Carrie,
Who was not at the house,
Not at
nor
the
is a
house.
police officer.
not a police officer, but she went with Karen to the house the next morning.
So she was with
Um,
Karen when they found the body.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Who
good
is
questions.
she?
She's one of Karen's friends.
But what does she do?
Girl, I don't know.
Let me see her face.
I wasn't digging into that. I can show you. Karen.
No, I was just
Reed.
trying to. I want to know how. Just
Carrie Roberts is a lifelong friend of Canton, Massachusetts police officer John O'Keefe and a key prosecution witness. Oh,
She was a friend of John.
yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. So she testified against Karen.
I think if I
so
killed
that was a
John, I
good
wouldn't want to
question.
bring John's friend with me to go find the body, right?
I know, right? Like that seems like
if
something
you kill
you
John
wouldn't-
and then you bring someone, you're like, oh, who did this?
Exactly. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would she do that? She has MS, y'all, if that's what we are figuring out.
Who?
I don't know. I don't know what we're trying to figure out. I don't know if I wasn't talking about anyone's illness. Okay, so that's Carrie. Good question. I like all these questions, Harley, because we're getting even deeper into it. So
I
essentially,
heard you say second trial, yeah. So.
yes, there's a second trial, but we're still in the first trial.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
essentially what prosecution is arguing is that the two of them were fighting like cats and dogs before this happened. And we have the text messages that the prosecution was using. These are texts from the day and like the day that that John was killed. Okay. So Karen says, "You have really hurt me this time." This is 9:00 in the morning. He says, "I'm sorry. This has been an issue with me for 8 years. It physically hurts me to see everyone else in their life do things for them. And I'm forced to always be the bad guy." I don't know what that means. I am not the same as everyone else. Most of the time I try to do what is healthy/smart for them. More importantly, I try to support you and what you need. You just lashed out at me and said terrible things. Okay, so I guess he's like verbally abusive. As a cop,
No, he's a
shocking.
police officer.
Shocking, exactly. I don't know how you've gotten to this point with me when I'm just trying my hardest. You made your point and continue to beat me down. I have a lot going on too. Physically, I'm falling apart and trying to get answers and help. And then I don't know why they don't have the time for this. It says, "I'm just your girlfriend. I am not a perfect parent. I am trying very hard and sometimes treat them nothing like I used to." This was shown but not read. So I guess they're having an argument about the kids. And then Karen says, "Maybe you can call someone." He says, "Like who? What time are you coming here?" And then I guess there was a voice note. And she says, "I don't know what time. Feel kind of out of it. Just trying to clear my head." He says, "Okay." She says, "Text me when you guys settle in later." He says, "Sure." She says, "I feel pretty shitty about how this morning went down. I know you said sorry, but it really stung, especially when I've been trying pretty hard lately. I feel like a loser running around just coming back over after everything you said." So yeah, they must have had a horrible argument in the morning, maybe about his niece and nephew, and the way she interacts with them. He said, "Not sure what else you want me to do. I said I'm sorry and I was out of line. If you prefer to stay home, I totally get it." And she says, "Things in my own life have been difficult too, you know." And he said, "I know." And she said, "Tell me if you're interested in someone else. Can't think of any other reason you've been like this." So I guess he's been pulling away. He says, "Nope, things haven't been great between us for a while. Ever consider that?"
Huge gaslight.
Yeah. And then he said, "Kids are here, not in the mood to talk." And she says, "So you're not into it anymore." That's fine. Someone who says that is not going to try to fucking kill you, in my opinion. But I don't want to keep trying and you keep treating me like this. I'm trying to hug and kiss you this morning and you whack me in the face with a pillow. Last night, you're basically like, "Yeah, what about when we talk about the future?" So why don't you just admit you're not into this so much anymore? He says, not how it went down, but okay.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. She's I don't know why she's right. I don't know why
Just say, it's over. And then she says, can you please admit your head is out of the game with us? Now, the prosecution saying she was asked to leave and wouldn't, that does not sound like what's happening here. This sounds like she's trying to give him an out. It sounds like she's like, just tell me so I can fucking leave.
Mm-hmm.
He says, sick of always arguing and fighting. It's been weekly for several months now. So yeah, I'm not as quick to jump back into being lovey-dovey as you apparently are. He says, oh my God, stop calling. And she said, then why would you start with me this morning? You're setting me up to fail. And he says, you start a number of fights from your end. I've explained it a few times already, not doing it again. She says, so you're not into this anymore. Again, she's like trying to just cut the fucking cord or get him to do it. So you're not into this. He says, not into fighting all the time. Correct. And she says, if you tell me you're interested in someone else, you will never hear from me again. You can have all the space in the world. And then there's voice note.
I don't think it's a voice note. I feel like it's probably a GIF, a boomer GIF.
Oh, well, no, but she says, then stop starting with me. So maybe he's like, stop fucking calling me.
Right.
Yeah, it would just be weird if he's sending voice notes and also being like, stop calling, I can't talk.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, it's a toxic relationship,
It's just
right?
a gif of an eye roll, just like, oh, the
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. one.
I should have read this all
Yeah.
in the fucking Fall
Well,
River
someone's at
accent,
the
but
door.
someone's at the door again.
Is your wife at the door?
Why can't your wife answer it?
Do I hit him with fart overload?
Yeah, he needs a butler.
All right, let me see. Do you think now he's upstairs?
Now.
Metal boom and make it boom.
One more for good measure. Hopefully that reaches him. Golly said Harley's doing drop shipping from home.
Yeah, for real. Did you don't say what it is, but did you see what Tamara said in chat?
I did.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
Now everyone's gonna be pissed. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And we're up to number 11 on the charts. That's exciting. Guys,
In
H3 is
Canada.
killing it. Oh, in Canada. Well, shout out Canada. Thanks, Harley. Oh, Canada. Our home and land.
Shouldn't be doing this
Oh
with
my
Harley out here.
goodness. I know. How's everyone doing? Am I doing okay? I know I'm not Emily D. Baker. I'm really just doing this on vibes and how I feel about it. But I will say, as someone who lives in Massachusetts, who is familiar with the way cops operate in this state, I immediately thought they had something to do with it. I immediately thought that they were pinning it on her, that they were covering things up. And as I've researched today, seems to hold. And I, as not a detective, have the right to have an opinion, a snap opinion on something. You know what I mean? Spill the tea. Thanks, guys. I'm trying, but thank you. I'm happy that Harley is asking good questions. Y'all are also putting stuff in. So this is a nice collaborative deep dive. We're doing great. We're doing great. So thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Turtle Boy is coming. Turtle Boy is coming. Don't worry.
I'll do a few
Turtle
more
Boy
soupies.
is coming. Yes. Go ahead.
Oh, Harley's back. Never mind.
Never mind. Thanks, Harley.
What?
Let's do it. You ready? We're going to keep going.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Your wife?
So,
My wife.
my wife.
My white monster.
Okay. So, back to the text messages the day of the quote unquote murder. They're in a fight. Stop starting with me. I am not answering. Stop calling. Can you answer, please? Can you please answer after how you treated me earlier? She says. And then John says, my niece is right here. She says, you start a rager with me out of nowhere. And then you tell me you're sick of fighting with me. I'm going to grab a drink in a bit. Can you please answer? Girl, it's a little early for that. He says, no, Karen. Not sure why you need to announce that you're grabbing a drink, but have fun. So, I mean, and she said, I'm seeing if you want to meet me later. Can you please call me? Have to take them to the doctor. He has practice. And then she says, yeah, 5 minutes. He says, my father just walked in. She said, okay, can you please call me for 2 minutes? Not right now. She says, I'm there when anyone else needs me. Yes, John, you gave me utter grief this morning. And that, that just means like gave me a hard time. I'd like to call you to call me for a couple minutes. And then she says, I've been trying to get over the hump with this arguing, and now you tell me you're not into things. And you don't want to fight weekly, but fly off the handle at 8 a.m. with me. Like you're setting me up to fail. Okay. And then like an hour, 45 minutes later, she says hello. He says hi 5 minutes later. And then
I like that was its own page.
Yeah. And
Hello.
then this is
Hi.
the night that things happen. Remember, they get to the bar, the first bar around 9. So she says, okay, let me know if you end up leaving. He says, why? You're not coming? Oh, well, I guess he was already at the bar, probably fucking half in the back. She says, I'm waiting for the plumber. I actually think he's in the driveway. Late ass plumber. He says, we're taking Mike's car, so I'm relying on you for a ride home if he leaves. And she said, he's not going home after. He said 8 o'clock on a Friday. He may have to get Michael. And then he said, you have a plumber coming over at 8 p.m. knowing me and Pap could have handled it. Good luck. All right. So he's a dick.
You're reliable. You're really
He's a
reliable,
fucking
though.
dick.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you would love to come here with Pap and do that.
Why
I'm
didn't
sure
you
you
do
would
it
love
already?
to do that.
Why
But
didn't
it
you
is
do it
so
already?
funny. I don't want to I don't want to make things up about these people, but let me
I
make
love to
something
make
up
things
for a
up.
second.
Yeah. Please
and I don't
do.
know anything. I'm a stupid YouTuber. I'm just making stuff
Yeah,
up.
of course.
But if they really were just toxic and knew each other and what works, and I've someone has tried to big time me like this before, and I'm fine with it. But I remember,
is this the same girl that what is it? Drop kicked you?
no. I got big timed by another guy. I realized after that he was big timing me. I didn't realize. But
is it Ethan?
my raccoons were like getting into my garbage can.
Okay.
I moved to Toronto, and the raccoons are like 5'2".
Ew,
And they have 6
okay.
fingers and 2 thumbs, and they could just do everything.
Yeah.
And they get into everything. And he, like, I came home once and he was like, hey, raccoons kept getting in your garbage can. I used to put a brick on top of it, like a big cinder block.
Yeah.
Because that worked in Montreal. He's like, yeah, around here, that cinder block stuff isn't going to cut it. So, what I did over here is I drilled a hole in the top and put a little loop, and now there's a quick little latch here to just hook it, keeps it locked up. Okay.
Okay.
So you got to do things around here.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you. Do you want weed? And he was like, what? I'm like, do you smoke weed? I have weed. I got hash at the weed store, and they give me free weed. I don't want it. You want this weed? And he was like, okay. And he was so shocked and taken aback by it.
You were being
but
nice.
I thought that this weed isn't enough for him getting tools and doing that. I'm like, that's awesome. And then when I went inside, I shared the story. One of my buddies was just like, dude, you let him fucking enhance your garbage can like that? You let him fucking bring his tools over and do shit on your house like that? And I was like, yeah, is that a problem? He's like, I would never let something. I'm like, oh, that's why he was shocked that I responded with like, do you want weed?
Oh, because he was like trying to like swing his dick around.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was kind of like, hey, hot shot. That's not how we do things around here. You got to do this with your garbage can if you're serious. And I was like, wow, you're a real handyman. Thank you.
Thanks, mister.
And when I went in,
really?
when I went inside, one of my buddies said that. I was like, oh, that's the logic. That lines up. It reminds me of this right here. She knows that John is that type of guy.
Yeah.
And by being like, I'm waiting for the plumber, I think he's here. Like, it's not like they're here or she's here.
Him. Yeah.
He's like, I'm relying on you for a ride home. Hold on a second. 8 p.m. on a Friday.
And a plumber's coming.
The
to
plumber's
clean
coming
your
8 p.m. on a
pipes.
Friday.
Yeah.
And you know, and so you know that me and Pap,
Yeah.
me and Pap could have done it. And she hits him with like but he lives right down the road.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I just think like this is they're playing their game here, which is why they're probably not a good match. But they're playing the game to each other here. She big timed him on the plumber thing, and he
and then
actually,
she's gonna
if you
order
look
a
at
pizza with
everything
extra
else,
long sausage on it too.
but even if there was no plumber ever coming,
Mm-hmm.
he actually responded to that with more words and thought and offering of himself than anything else they spoke about.
Oh yeah, it's
everything else was one word. I don't have time. And then in this one, he's like 8 p.m. on a Friday.
Yep.
You have him coming 8, and when I could do it
with Pat,
good luck. It's like a lot of words for him, right?
Yeah.
And then
that's true.
Hey, and what happened for 45 minutes? Nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, but he lives down the road. She wants his attention again right there in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
I think she wanted to make him pay in the way he makes her pay because they're very jealous. You saw how she was also in the voicemail, so they get very jealous with each other.
Yes, I think they're both drunk a lot. Is the vibe that I got from this? Yeah, but he lives right down the road. This is just so like creepy that he's like, Karen, this storm is going to be intense. Can't drive. It's like, oh, it's the last storm of your life. It's just like so weird to see him acknowledging like the weather conditions that he's going to die in. It's just so surreal. And she said, okay, well, if he can't, he can't. I guess they're still talking about the plumber. And he says, I'll do it Monday. And she said, I better not still have this problem on Monday. And he said, you plan on being there? And she said, I'd like to know I can take a hot shower here if I need to. He said, I figured you'd be in Canton till Monday. I'm getting off my phone. Let me know what you're doing. And then Karen says, I think the four of us together, them and the niece and nephew, is toxic to this relationship, would like to limit it. Oh, okay.
The niece and nephew, how old are they?
So she is pulling back.
How old is the niece and nephew?
The niece has a cell phone. Let me see. Let's see. Hang on. John adopted and raised his niece and nephew after their mother died of a brain tumor and their father passed away shortly after from a heart attack. Probably died of a broken heart. How sad is that? She was 14 when O'Keefe died. The nephew was 10.
That's really toxic to the relationship when they're around those two kids?
Well, I imagine maybe they're fighting a lot in front of them.
Because they're not drinking.
And they're probably fighting a lot and she doesn't want that. But like all of this is her pulling away. She's saying she doesn't want to be at his house. She doesn't want to be at his house in Canton until Monday. She wants to limit her time around them altogether.
Mm-hmm.
You've said so yourself for probably a year now. And he said blizzard tomorrow. Nobody is going anywhere. So it did snow overnight. And she said, maybe I'll come back late tonight. Bad snow is in the early AM. Like, so she could maybe make it. I'll head up there in a few minutes. Let me know if you leave. He says, sure. And then we know at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, Karen gets to the bar. They drink, they tie a couple on, they move to the other bar across the street. And then everybody leaves around a little after midnight to go back to the party house. Now, these text messages are from Karen, who is waiting potentially outside the house. She says, after waiting for
all this makes sense now, by the way, these text messages and being angry and
they were just mad all
wasted.
day.
She's wasted also as all this. And now she gets there and it's like, well, what am I doing here? I didn't even want to be here tonight. I wanted to be in my home, but I came here and I'm with his niece and nephew and he's at that house where I've heard people all fuck each other. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So it makes sense why you would yell, call pervert and stuff like that.
Wait, so this is her back at the house. She's back at the house now.
His house.
Yep, his house. She's gotten to his house and she says, I'm going home. See you later. Right? These are like her final bids for getting his attention. She says, your kids are fucking alone. I'm back in Mansfield. This is 1 a.m. I'm back in Mansfield. The kids are home alone. So she's trying to give him a heads up. I think it's insane that she left the kids alone, but she was also super drunk.
Wait, she didn't end up leaving. Oh, she did?
Apparently she did.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
I thought
wait,
she went to
but
his
she
house.
didn't. She went to his house.
Right.
This is all while she's still there, and then she passes out.
Okay, so this makes sense again now. I thought
So
you have
she
to be
was
very
fucking with
wasted.
him. Yeah.
You have to be very wasted to be like, I'm going to leave the kids.
Yes.
But now that I have more insight on the relationship, it's more likely that she's like, what? I fell asleep.
Yes.
And so when she woke up at 4:50,
Mm-hmm.
she's like, what the hell? Like, he definitely would have been home by now.
He would have texted me a bunch or called me a bunch.
And then, like,
all
I
that
don't have
stuff.
any calls from anyone else.
Right.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
He could be dead. And then that's something that you could actually, my mom would think like that.
Still
by the way.
drunk. Still
My-
drunk,
my
right?
mom
4
would-
a.m.?
My mom would respond like that. She could call someone and be like, Harley's dead. And then it's like, wait, what? It's like, he could be dead. Where
He
is he?
could be.
Yeah,
He definitely
Like,
could be.
It's so
Yeah.
I'm giving a little room to her saying that on the phone now.
Yeah. So she pretended that she was back at her place in Mansfield, and that the kids are home alone just to try to get attention from him, right? Thank you, everyone.
Everyone's
She
chat
didn't
saying he
leave the
didn't- yeah.
kids. Yes, thank you. We got it. I mean, they're behind. They haven't heard us catch up to it. So thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So
calm
that's,
down. We got it. Just kidding.
So that's the prosecution. They hinged a lot on these texts about their relationship to and so here is their theory of events. Their theory of the events of that night. Here we go.
Ultimately, they would find over the course of 10 days that the snow melted almost all every piece of that broken tail light in that area. The hat, the sneaker, the glass. When the defendant left Mr. O'Keefe behind, took with her something of Mr. O'Keefe called trace evidence. You'll learn on the back of her Lexus, around the taillight area, is John's DNA.
So there was trace evidence of John's DNA on the back of her Lexus.
The car that he drove in here with?
The
car that he was
Karen-
driving around in?
The car that Karen drove that he was in.
The one that took him to the house party.
Yes.
Okay, so everyone
The
who
car
left
of
the bar,
his girlfriend.
right? Everyone who left the bar knows he got in that car. That's undisputed by everyone.
Yes.
Okay, so DNA on the car is
But on the back of the car, they're trying to say that she backed over him.
like on the back of the car. Where?
Well, near the taillight.
Around the taillight area is John's DNA. And
Yeah, I would just say, if I'm going to a car, I more often than not touch something that I just shouldn't for no reason. I like go by and touch it,
Yes.
like,
Also,
and that's all it
cops
takes
do
for
that
DNA,
shit all
right?
the time.
So,
They touch a car as soon as they pull it over.
and then he's not saying blood though.
Trace DNA.
So
Trace DNA.
grasping one last piece of John O'Keefe's DNA.
And then in the like a piece of somewhere like on the car in the toward the back is a piece of his hair. It's his girlfriend's car. Like that's so
Right.
circumstantial. There's
Extremely.
no blood. There's no blood on the car. There's a
There's
piece
no-
of his hair.
I
No
mean, if you
skull.
ran someone over to the point where they broke their skull, there would be a bump in the car, or
Tires, nothing in the tires, just trace evidence on the back of the car and a piece of hair.
Now, John O'Keefe fell backwards and hit his head after he was clipped by a car.
So they say he fell backwards after he was clipped by the car and hit his head. And then what? She dragged him
right, because he hit his
by
head
herself?
on snow and grass. That doesn't crack your head open.
That doesn't crack your head open. I mean, maybe it was
unless
on
there was
the
a big
pavement.
rock there or something, or a pavement.
Well, yeah, they think that she backed over him or like clipped him and then he fell over and cracked his head, I guess, on the pavement. But there was no blood on the pavement.
Right.
And you're
Where'd
gonna
they, where'd they
hear
collect those
a
solo
murder-
cup evidence?
Exactly. Probably from just like around him.
John Proctor, a neurosurgeon, was treated thousands and thousands of head injuries. And the wound on the back of the head, when he fell backwards, from the cracked skull, it's called a basal fracture.
Okay, so it was the back of the skull, Harley.
It created an injury called countercoup. After he was hit by a car and fell backwards and hit his head on that hard rock ground. Remember, there's no snow, it's just a dusting at this point. The back of his brain hits the back of his skull and bounces up.
None of this proves that she hit him.
None of it.
Right, you're just talking about how he died.
Yeah, it sounds more unlikely. If you're like, there's hair at the back of the car, then it's like, so wait, was the head? It's like he like fell, hit the car, hit
exactly.
the ground.
That's what I thought they were
This
going
is-
to say.
This is causing a bigger burden of proof now.
Yes,
Because it's
exactly.
like, where is all this evidence on the car?
Exactly.
You can't
And
you can't cause this much damage with a car and there not be any bumps or scratches or anything on that car.
Yeah, and the big thing that I'm wondering is how did she get him? If she did it, how did she get him from the place on the ground on the road? I'm assuming to that little glade.
In a matter of minutes with a party full of people.
People coming and going. It was literally. It was like just like 7
People
minutes.
that if they
Did they say
found
what type of
that
car she drove
actually,
to?
It's a Lexus.
people that if they found
I
this
don't know if
actually,
it's a
and the
SUV or
house
what.
was full of police officers and they literally had nothing to do, how could you not handle it by the book? Like, how could
It's
you not be
insane.
like, oh my God, there's a body out here.
Right.
We have to call the police. None of us have to do this.
All right. So it says she drove a Lexus SUV. Mechanics replaced the notorious right taillight and repaired the infotainment system that were heavily disputed in court. I don't know what the fuck the infotainment system is.
Just like
I think
the
that's
hub,
just
the
just
little
the
thing.
screen.
It's
Okay.
entertainment and informational. Tells you where you're going.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a pretty big SUV.
It's where your GPS is and where you listen to After Dark on Spotify.
Shout out. Shout the fuck out. Okay. So this is her car, or a car like hers, right? And they parked it outside the house, of course. Right about where it would have been. So, I mean, it just doesn't make sense that the injury would have meant his hair got stuck in the car. This is his girlfriend's car. Like, he's been around and in this car probably hundreds of times. It's very circumstantial. Maybe it is why, but the point is, all the lawyers have to do in this case is poke enough holes, right? For reasonable doubt. And I think it seems like the evidence is full of holes and it's very circumstantial.
Yep. Someone also said that she cracked her headlight days before and it's on a Ring camera.
Interesting. Remember, people also saw her drive away and didn't see anyone around her car. Yeah. So how the fuck did she get a body, a man's body? You can see how small she is. How did she get a body from where it was on the pavement and drag it into that area when there was a huge fucking rager going on at the house?
A rager.
Plus, if she backed up into him and he fell backwards and hit his head and died, I don't think her reaction would be to move the body, leave, send fake text
Within
messages.
7 minutes,
and all in the state that she was in.
Right,
that
while
doesn't
she's
make any
drunk.
fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense because I don't know if she would have felt guilty. Like, I don't know how she would have felt at that moment. I don't think she would have felt like I need to cover this up, but maybe she would. Maybe she is very paranoid. You know what I mean? Because that was just clearly a fucking freak, horrible
Well, she was
accident.
drunk. She was drunk driving also.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So maybe. But the point to me is that the defense did not have to work very hard to create very reasonable doubt that the prosecution's case was airtight. And so we have the defense doing their opening argument. The defense, one of the defense's lawyers, one of Karen Reed's lawyers, was Alan Jackson, who was an LA attorney and a former prosecutor who at one time
Shout
had
out LA.
represented he had represented Harvey Weinstein 2 years earlier.
Oh, fuck.
Shout out LA. Shout out LA.
I was shouting. You said LA. I was shouting out LA. I wasn't shouting out that lawyer. I don't know who that
Yeah.
lawyer is, and
Yeah. So Alan Jackson also, let me open this one here. He also represented, I believe this is him. I might be wrong. He also represented Rob Reiner's son for like a month. Rob Reiner's son, who murdered him and his wife.
Wow, just really racking up a rap sheet there, huh?
Yeah,
quite the resume.
Quite the resume. That only lasted like a month because it turned out the Reiner estate is not going to pay to defend Nick Reiner. So this guy was like, "Bye, I'm going to go represent Karen Read." So here is what the defense.
I mean, I will say
their opening statement sounds like.
I will say, from a financial standpoint, pretty smart move to be like, let me find really rich, famous people that are in a lot of trouble and charge them a lot of money.
Of course. Of course.
Get your bag, King.
Yeah, of course. And I think he does a really good job with his opening statement. You'll see it's like night and day from the prosecutor.
I want to take you back to the night in question, January 29th, for just a few minutes. Remember, Karen had gone home after dropping off John and John walking to the house.
To John's house.
While Karen was asleep at home with John's 13-year-old niece, what were the people who had been at Brian Albert's house that night? What were they doing? While she slept, what you'll find and what the evidence will show is that they were extremely busy. You'll learn that after a long night of heavy drinking, Brian Higgins...
That's the federal agent who, and he's going to talk about that, the guy that is, according to the private investigator, helped Brian, oh God, what's his last name? The homeowner, drag the body, Albert. Brian Albert helped him drag the body
Griffin.
through the yard. Okay,
different Boston person.
Yeah, different one. That's Rhode Island, actually, but yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
You'll learn that after a long night of heavy drinking, Brian Higgins left the Albert residence, but he didn't drive home. Rather, he drove over to the Canton Police Department, where he kept an office at about 1:25 a.m. Not a Canton police officer, but he kept an office there. Why go back to his office at 1:25 a.m.? Why go
drunk at 1 a.m.?
Back to the Canton Police Department at 1:25 in the morning on the night of a blizzard? You'll learn that while there, Higgins made a call at 1:30 a.m. Higgins will later deny that he made that call. You'll find that curious. And his explanation for that late night visit to Canton PD, you'll find that it changes nearly every time he's asked about it.
And this is also the guy who threw out his cell phone at the Army base and the SIM card the day before he was subpoenaed.
You'll learn that after everyone left Brian Albert's house, Brian Albert actually claimed
he
had no contact with anybody else except his wife.
I have no idea. Maybe he knows something about.
He has more friends there.
Yeah, probably when they get rid of their trash or something. I don't know. And it was Cape Cod, which I mean, I don't think it's far from Canton. Let me look.
Oh, that's interesting. Cape Cod. And I'm the Cape God.
Yo. No, it's pretty far. It's pretty far. Cape Cod to Cape Cod Army base. It's over an hour. He drove over an hour from Canton to
That's very weird.
That's very weird.
Just wanted it to be far from himself or something. And then why did he testify that he did that? How did they ever find it?
See. This is where Canton is, and then this is the joint base. I don't know. I mean, he probably got pressed on it. I'm not sure how they got it. Yeah, in a blizzard. He drove over an hour to dump his phone. Well, no, this was a different day. This was not the same night. It was the day that he was about to be, the day before he was subpoenaed for his phone.
The day before, too, is very suspicious.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like he was told that day, like, hey, tomorrow.
Heads up. Exactly. That's what it feels like to me.
Because they were all co-ops.
They're all co-ops. He's an ATF agent, yes.
No contact.
So he knows where to dump shit.
Until he woke up the next morning. So he says. Then you'll learn that too, is a complete lie. His phone records establish that he placed a call to none other than Brian Higgins at 2:22 a.m.
The homeowner calls that guy at 2 a.m.
Shortly after Higgins completed that late night visit over to Canton PD.
Sorry, this guy's underbite is crazy, but with this,
you'll wonder
crazy.
What did
He's in
they
the
possibly need
he's
to
in the
talk
chat.
about?
He's in the
It's
chat.
a serious one, you know.
Kate,
what I mean?
he's literally in the chat.
Shut up! Shut up. Okay.
Got like a Jim
At
Carrey chin.
2:22 under that late
Yeah,
night visit
look at it right there.
over to Canton PD.
Again.
I have underbites in my family, so like I just noticed it really right away.
He's hitting that.
Yeah, damn. Like my sister had to have like full face headgear to like put her bottom jaw back.
You'll wonder, what did they possibly need to talk about at 2:22 a.m.
So interesting.
that night? The evidence will establish that Brian Albert called Brian Higgins
Oh,
first.
apparently the cops say it was butt dials. Sure, Jan.
Butt
Brian
dial?
Albert then
Oh, my phone.
We
My
don't butt dial
ass.
anymore.
Yeah, like the phones don't work that way. Your
Phones
phone
don't
have buttons.
You dumbasses. You fucking idiots.
connected that call when Higgins didn't answer
I'm sure
it.
the man
Seconds
is lovely. I'm sure he's a lovely man.
later, Brian Higgins returned the call. Brian Albert then did answer that call. They spoke for 22 full seconds,
Not a butt dial.
had a conversation, then they both hung up their respective phones. You'll learn that when they were asked about these calls
And he knows to stay at the fucking microphone. Shout out Alan Jackson.
in conversations, both Brian Albert
Free
and
Harvey.
Brian Higgins lied
Wait, what happened to Harvey? Oh, free Harvey. Free my boy. Free my boy.
about it. Both of them. They said they never had a call with each other. But then ultimately, when they were confronted with their own cell phone records,
Oh,
and
someone
they could
donated
no
to
longer
multiple
deny
people in the family/friend group got new phones before the subpoena.
I did hear that.
What the hell?
Someone said that
That
in
is
chat.
so crazy. No one.
That's Massachusetts, baby. Someone definitely tipped them off.
Massachusetts co-ops.
calls.
Yeah, someone said butt dials and butt answers back and forth all night. Exactly.
They were asked independently, explain yourself. And they both
My
came
butt orders DoorDash. Yeah, mine too.
up with the exact same explanation. A butt dial.
There it is.
The evidence will make you question, why did Albert and Higgins speak at 2:22 a.m.? And why did they both try to cover up that phone call?
Yeah.
Oh, they did
You'll
that
also
too.
learn after this incident and within days of one another, both Brian
What'd you say?
They tried to cover it up also. Oh, by throwing the
Well,
phone in the.
Yeah, and then saying it was a butt dial.
Higgins and Brian
okay,
Albert, both police officers, both trained investigators, got rid of their phones.
All the phones were rehomed, someone said. Just like the fucking dog.
What's up with the dog? So what's up with the dog?
It's coming. It's coming.
What's
it's in
up with
defense.
Turtle Boy?
And Turtle
And what
Boy's
else you'll
coming
learn-
too.
You can't
Turtle
just
Boy's
drop a name
coming.
like that.
Turtle Boy's coming.
Guys, Turtle Boy
Me and the
is-
Orgy Dome.
Turtle Boy is Massachusetts's bad empanada. Okay? He's fucking psychotic.
Albert got rid of.
Look at
Shortly
all
after
this
this
cum.
incident, Brian Albert got rid of his house, the whole thing.
Kate talking about
Just
Turtle
sold
Boy.
it.
Sold the whole
His
house.
childhood home, a home that had been in the Albert family for generations.
Sold it.
He literally sold it.
For
mere months after this
generations
incident.
also. Oh my god.
Cook.
You see, like, so even if you think that Karen Reed did it, this is all pretty strong evidence to create reasonable doubt. And that's all you gotta do.
Right, because the only thing they have against her is the trace evidence of his
Is
hair.
what? Is what? Exactly.
And that they were fighting.
They were fighting. And even in those fights, she's the one that's pulling away. I want to go back to my house. I don't want to be here all weekend. I want to break from this. It's making us, things are toxic. Like she
I don't
was
wanna
the
hang
one
out with
pulling
cops.
away.
Imagine you want to break up with your cop boyfriend because it's just like so exhausting. You're an alcoholic for it, and then like now he's dead, and his cop partners are trying to
Ugh.
frame you. It's like nightmare world.
It's so much worse. Yeah, exactly.
If that's how it is.
Dog
by the way.
rehomed, phones destroyed, house sold. You'll learn that all these things happened shortly after the incident where John O'Keefe was found unresponsive and dying in Brian Albert's front lawn. And you'll also learn that Michael Proctor
That's the lead investigator with all the
Yeah.
fucked up text messages.
the other way. He did not investigate any of what I'm telling you. He pre-selected Karen Reed from the start.
Yep. We know that. We know the house wasn't searched.
And he ignored everything and everyone else. let's get back to what was happening with.
Turtle Boy has a huge heart, but uses harsh words people don't like. He has targeted, harassed, and doxxed multiple people that I know. He is super fucking racist. This is not a safe space for Turtle Boy fans with peace and love. He is not a good person.
I thought Turtle Boy was sick. I didn't know.
I know. I thought he was like the hero that has the scoop.
It's a
at
cool
the
I thought he
name.
was the hero.
It's a cool name, and
Why
in
is he
my
called
opinion,
Turtle Boy?
it's a Worcester thing. There's a statue of like a boy riding a turtle. It looks like he's fucking it. I'll show you guys.
Oh.
But yeah, so he gets all messed up in this shit, and now he's being charged. It's like a whole thing.
The others while Karen slept. What you'll learn during this trial is that Brian Albert's sister-in-law, you've heard her name before, Jennifer McCabe. She was at the waterfall that night, and she was over at the Alberts' house that evening as well. She left the after-hours gathering about 2 a.m., a little before 2 a.m., got home around 2 a.m. And you'll learn that according to the Commonwealth's own evidence,
her phone,
from a forensic software program called Physical Analyzer made by Cellebrite, it's considered the gold standard for forensic tools. You'll learn that a Google search was discovered on Jennifer McCabe's phone. A Google search that Michael Proctor and his investigators never revealed to us. But we found anyway. A Google search that was time-stamped, according to their own data, at 2:27 a.m.
Yep.
5 minutes after that 2:22 a.m. call that Higgins and Albert denied having.
Ooh.
And that Google search on Jennifer McCabe's phone read, "Hoslong to die in cold."
Hoslong to die in cold.
Not that. Not
the text that they read in fucking
like that YouTube
court.
reading the comments.
How can I get pregnant? What is it like? It's like the Yahoo answers of like how one pregnant. All those things. That's what that reminds me of. So that's the defense is going after that. So here is what the defense thinks happened. Okay. They believe that O'Keefe was beaten inside the house and then was dragged and left outside to die in the snow. And that the close relationships between Proctor, the lead investigator, and the Albert family created a conflict of interest that prevented the actual investigation from happening, or a good investigation. Proctor admitted to not initially disclosing his personal relationship with certain witnesses in the case, like a lot of them. And another piece of it is the dog piece of it. So where's my picture of Chloe? Let's put up Chloe for a second. I would show you a picture of like the injuries, but it's like a dead body, so I'm not going to do that. It's just to his arm, and that's why they think that the German Shepherd was involved. Okay, so pretend this is Chloe. It's just a random German Shepherd. So what another piece of it, the reason that there might have been a fight, the defense believes, is that it's possible that in the fight, whether it was during the fight or caused the fight, the German Shepherd attacked John. So either he came in the house and got attacked, and maybe he like kicked the dog and that pissed off the drunk people in the house, and there was a tussle and he fell and hit his head and died, or they thought he was dead.
The dogs, if they've had that dog for 7 years, the owner could literally punch him in the head, throw him to the ground, and be kicking him, and the dog would still probably be attacking the person on the ground.
Exactly.
But he didn't have to do anything to the dog at any moment. People could have just been doing something, and the dog being aggressive to him would be really interesting.
Well, and the dog has a history of violence against other dogs, not against people, but
that's Chloe has a history of, and Chloe skipped town also, eh?
Chloe,
very interesting.
Chloe,
she's in Vermont now, you said?
She is in Vermont, and apparently she was rehomed May 2022, a month after the trial started, after the animal got into a fight with another dog and injured the owner, not the dog.
Wow.
So in the past, the dog had been violent with other dogs, and the Alberts maintained that Chloe was fine with strangers. But then a month into the trial, she also attacks another dog's owner. So, did something happen with Chloe in the medical examiner stuff? You can see that one of John's arms has these like scratch marks like this and bite marks. And so the prosecution or the defense brought in an LA, shout out LA, an LA medical examiner who testified in both trials that she believes the marks on his arm came from a canine attack.
And what did the prosecutors think that was?
Him being dragged by the car.
So that makes perfect sense why the dog's gone.
Yes.
Also.
Yes. But also,
But how are they arguing
I mean,
over that? Wouldn't the autopsy say definitively what that is?
No, it didn't. And because there was no, apparently there was no canine DNA found. But
They never
there was
looked for it.
There was pork DNA on John. And so people have speculated it's either what they were eating that night or the dog had been chewing on a pig ear. And that's the DNA that got at him. I don't know. I have no idea, but that's what the speculation is from the defense. And it is weird that the dog was sort of disappeared so quickly after everything happened, just a couple of months after. Also, the defense showed that Reed's taillight was intact after midnight on January 29th. The day after it happened, in contrast to the evidence of a shattered taillight. And they accused the investigators
And they
directly
submitted that.
of planting
They submitted that evidence that her
Mhm.
taillight was cracked.
Yes.
And there's
No,
photograph. Okay.
They submitted that it was intact, not cracked.
Oh, okay. But I thought someone was trying to say that it was cracked.
Yeah, the prosecution said that all the pieces of this taillight were found in the snow next to John and his hat and his one shoe. But the defense said that it was her taillight was intact, and they directly accused the prosecution of planting evidence, which is something that the lead investigator has joked about relating to other cases in his text messages.
And they're probably familiar enough to know that she has a cracked taillight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, a cop would know for sure. Like, that's just a thing you probably, if you're
You've
walking
seen it
up
all
to
the
your,
time,
but you do
yeah.
at work. If you walk up to your friend's vehicle and there's a cracked taillight, like
Mhm.
that's what you do at work. Notice that stuff. They probably all noticed it was cracked.
Yep.
But it got sorted out at some time in between
Right.
that. They didn't know, but they're like, she has a cracked taillight, right? We can get pieces and put them around. sprinkle them around.
Exactly. So at the end of the first trial, after 8 weeks, this is the outcome. Come on. I don't know who that guy is.
That's the guy
All right,
that
Mr.
AI
Foreman.
used his face on Tom's picture.
Yeah, for
In receipt
real.
of your note, Judge Cannoni, despite our rigorous efforts, we continue to find ourselves at an impasse.
So this was 25 hours of deliberation, multiple days.
Our perspectives on the evidence are starkly divided. Some members of the jury firmly believe that the evidence surpasses the burden of proof, establishing the
Does
elements
not.
of the charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Conversely, others find the evidence fails to meet this standard and does not sufficiently establish the necessary elements of the charges.
I want to be a juror on a murder trial so bad. Would you guys want to do that, or does that sound like a nightmare to you?
No.
I'd love to do it. I would love to be like the person writing this letter
You would get, that's
The
why
deep-
you'd get, they won't choose you.
because I want it too
They'd
bad.
ask you a question like, no, be real, is it murder? I'd love that.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. They're
Yeah.
like, get out.
What do you do?
Division is
I'm a
not-
YouTuber.
Yeah. They're like, get out.
Conversely, others find the evidence fails to meet this standard and does not sufficiently establish the necessary elements of the charges.
Yeah.
The deep division is not due to a lack of effort or diligence, but rather a sincere adherence to our individual principles and moral convictions.
He also had, apparently someone had sent a chat. He had like no lower body injuries. after getting hit by a car,
Yeah, interesting.
being run over and dragged. Nah, I think he got beat up in that house and everyone covered for it.
So
To
you said he
continue
had
to
shit on his arms, the back of his head, and where else?
That's all I saw.
So
It was all
literally could have
upper
been-
body. It was all upper body.
Could have been hit like one time in the head.
Yeah. He could have gotten shoved in the house, the dog attacking him, right? And then gets shoved and hit his head on a corner of something, right? And they all thought he died, but he was unconscious. But they're all drunk and they're like, oh shit. Well, just put him outside. We'll say he died in the cold. Like, that sounds like a thing that a bunch of drunk cops would do. I don't think you hit your boyfriend. If she hit him and drove off, she would have just left him in the street. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Deliberate would be futile and only serve
It
to
doesn't.
force us to compromise.
Like if that
these
happened, even
deeply
if it was an
held-
accident, you would immediately flee. Not like, oh, let me
Move the body.
him with all these people, with all these cops here.
That's something cops would do. Cops would move a body.
beliefs. I'm not going to do that to you folks. Your service is complete. I'm declaring a mistrial in this case. I'll be in to see you privately in a few minutes. So thank you so much for your
Mistrial.
service. Okay.
All right, so the court, please.
Mistrial for the first one. Okay. So, where is she? Let's get a picture of Miss Karen.
Which makes sense, right?
100%. I'm surprised the case didn't get thrown out based on that bullshit evidence. They love that guy. I don't know why. Anyway, so that was the first trial. There she is. That was the first trial. The second trial happened last year. So that was 2024, June 25th, 2024. They started deliberation. July 1st, they get the mistrial. A year later, or less than a year later, April 1st, 2025, there's a new prosecutor. He was a former defense attorney who defended Whitey Bulger, an infamous Boston mobster. And there are new charges.
Whitey Bulger. Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And there are new charges. Now it's second-degree murder on
Whoa.
top of manslaughter while operating under the influence and also leaving the scene of a collision resulting in death. I don't know how it works that they can like redo charges when it's just retrying the same case, but whatever. They reconfigure it. The prosecution presents new evidence related to Reed's blood alcohol level, and also digital activity timelines and forensic analysis of damage to her vehicle. The testimony included expert opinions on the alignment of injuries to O'Keefe with the alleged reverse impact from Reed's Lexus. Again, they're assuming it was a reverse because of trace evidence.
How do you do that? How like that? Just how? Look where the room was between the flagpole and the
Yes.
mailbox. Like how are you reversing so fast you kill someone like that?
Right.
And
In
then
snow
fucking-
too.
And not know. And then the
Yes.
body moves over to where it was.
Right, because the
and
body would have been further away if she hit him backing up.
yeah, closer to the road.
Yeah, closer to the road, closer to the driveway.
Mhm.
And then she would have had to drag him past her own car and into the bush. And that would have left a whole trail of blood and evidence, right? Meanwhile, it's the fucking drunk guys inside. They could have just carried him and put him down outside. But we'll never know because they didn't search the house, which is insane. How could it be anything but a mistrial? So, okay. So then the prosecution rested its case in May. So it took end of May. So it was like a 2-month thing. And then on June 11th, the defense rested its case. The defense continued with, they put forth testimony challenging the causes of injuries because there's no proof. And so this is when they brought in the dog bite thing. It was not the first trial. It was the second. That's when they brought in the alternative explanations for his injuries on his arms. Disputes arose over late stage questioning about DNA evidence, prompting a mistrial motion, but it was denied. Additional defense testimony addressed the condition of Reed's taillight and whether it had been altered after the incident. So that was them saying, it was intact. And then here is the final verdict. The final verdict in the Karen Reed trial. No mistrial here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, the deliberate.
What were you gonna say?
How much longer after the first trial was this one?
That one ended.
And did they bring any new
It was less than a
evidence?
year. It was
Any
less
new
than a year.
evidence? Any?
They focused the prosecution focused more on her drunkenness, and they tried to emphasize the injuries and how they were potentially caused. So not much.
Okay, and she wasn't in jail during all this, was she?
I'm not sure. Let me see if she was held.
She might have been.
No, she was out on bail.
Out on
Yeah,
bail,
$50,000 bail. Out on $50,000 bail.
Out on bald.
Out on bald. Yes. All right. So here's the verdict, and then we'll talk about fucking Turtle Boy.
Jurors remain standing. Defendant remains standing. All other parties may be seated.
All the parties.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that 12 deliberating jurors and 6 alternates are present.
Yes.
May I inquire?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, members of the jury, have you agreed upon a verdict? Yes. Thank you. May I see the papers?
May I see the papers?
Mr. Foreman, have the verdicts been placed in this envelope and have they been in your presence ever since? Yes.
This guy loves his job. Look at him. He's like, I'm not looking. I'm looking.
Mr. Foreman, on docket number 2282CR117001, murder in the second degree, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr. Foreman?
Not guilty of murder.
So say you? No. Do you agree? Yes. Do you all of
That
you
was the
agree?
biggest charge,
Thank
obviously.
you. 002, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of.
Is not guilty or guilty about that charge or any lesser included charge? Thank you.
This is being read so
Specifically number
weird.
5,
I know.
operating under the
It's
influence
weird.
of liquor by operating
So
a
this is
motor vehicle with
OUI.
blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct?
Yes.
So say you, Mr. Foreman?
Guilty.
So say you all?
Okay.
003, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Is the defendant not guilty or guilty?
Not
So say
guilty.
you, Mr. Foreman?
Oh, you can hear everybody outside the courthouse.
So say you all? Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records that you upon your oath say the defendant on 001 is not guilty, on 002 is guilty of operating under the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty. Thank you.
You can hear the crowd outside.
Jurors, everybody please be seated. Jurors, we thank
She's
you for
free, baby. So she was, if you missed that, she was found not guilty on the 3 major charges of murder and leaving the scene of an accident that caused death.
And manslaughter.
And then the manslaughter, yeah. She was found guilty of an OUI, operating under the influence, and she received a year's probation, which required her participation in a drunk driving program. And she received outpatient treatment and a suspension of her driver's license. This is all standard for a first-time offense. So it's literally like she is not responsible for anything except the drunk driving.
Which she's responsible for.
Shut up.
Yeah.
And then
No, but
here-
it's true. It's true.
yeah.
Like, cause that I'm like, obviously I'm happy that and I always think in my head that, you know, the secondary, tertiary crimes that happened there, or what if it would be taken seriously, but everyone just driving around fucking wasted is
hammered. I mean,
crazy.
and
And I
that's
get
pop
it.
culture,
Maybe
man. It's crazy.
It's a small town and it's like, or whatever it is that they think. It's just, it's just crazy.
Yeah, totally. So here she is on the steps. I can't overstate what a huge trial this was in Massachusetts. Like I said, it was coming at us from like every single outlet all the time, everywhere. We were saturated. And so I was like, oh, this is just too much. Like, I can't get into this right now. Like, that's what it felt like. I just cannot get into this. Thank you, David. And so, but I know how invested everybody is. And most people that I knew were on the side of, Karen Reed is being framed. And so you can hear how happy people are outside the courthouse here. Here they come. I mean, this is insane. Here, I'll skip to her actually talking.
Yo, the pink confetti. That's cool.
I know, right?
I just want to say two things. Number one is I could not be standing here without these amazing supporters who have supported me and my team financially and, more importantly, emotionally for almost 4 years. And the second thing I want to say is no one has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe than I have, and my team. Thank you.
Yeah, he kind of gets lost in it, right? John O'Keefe kind of gets lost in this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But she
right, because she's found not guilty. So who is guilty then?
Right. And so now she is going after the people that she thinks are responsible for his murder.
As she should. She should. But also it's like it goes beyond John. R.I.P. to John 100%. But like this is a serious issue.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to make it minimalize it or make it sound so stupid, but it's just like the other issues beyond the Star Wars Lego collection.
Yeah.
There's something fucking crazy going on here. And if you definitely knew that you were innocent and that she looks like she's dressed like the president of the Philippines. Shout out
to the president of the Philippines. Yeah.
Like I feel like you would be like, yeah, I'm innocent. I knew I'd be innocent, but who the fuck tried to fuck me?
Yes.
Who the fuck killed this guy? Who did this?
And that is what I expected from, say, Casey Anthony, right? She gets let off, and I expect she's going to try to fight to find the real killer of her child. Did she do that? No. No.
She went out and partied.
Exactly. So, I mean, this to me seems like the right reaction to if you have been wrongfully convicted or wrongfully charged and accused of the murder of your loved one, right? Even if you guys were going to break up soon, you still cared about each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into the next part, which I will tell you right now might put us on the radar of a total fucking psychopath. This is Turtle Boy. His name's Aiden Kearney. And like I said earlier in chat,
that's Turtle Boy.
He is my
Turtle Man.
Hang on, let me find the statue to show you guys. And you'll see it looks like he's riding or fucking a turtle. This is the statue. Let me open it. It's coming, guys. This is a statue in the center of Worcester, Massachusetts. Okay. It's apparently a naked boy riding a turtle. To me, it looks like he's fucking the turtle. And this is where Turtle Boy gets his online persona name. So the real Turtle Boy is Aiden Kearney. He is what I consider to be, like I said, my state's Bad Empanada. He is a right-wing blogger and doxer who has been targeting activists, especially Black and queer activists and women of all shades and sexualities for years, especially around the Black Lives Matter movement and after, and trying to get them fired for years across the state. He allegedly would organize harassment campaigns of people calling the jobs of these activists and trying to do campaigns to get them fired. A woman in my town got fired because of him, allegedly. So no, I don't think that he's like a cool, good-hearted guy.
Well, what does he do here that people like, or why he would even have?
Well, because he was on Karen Reed's side. He believed that she was innocent. He believed that there was a cover-up, and I agree with him. in this situation, but the way he goes about things is disgusting. He has now been arrested and charged with intimidating witnesses in this case, intimidating jurors.
And this is how he makes
harassing
his money, though.
jurors.
So he's like probably really out there.
Yes, he makes all of his money now on his website, Turtle Boy, doing like he exploded because of this case, right? Before that, he was just like a small-time blogger shitting on social justice warriors and all of that. But since the case, he has blown up and feels very self-important. He is a former teacher who resigned in disgrace in 2014 because of he was accused of lewd and intimidating behavior toward a young woman at a Patriots football game in Buffalo. I mean, just couldn't get more Massachusetts than that. There was an investigation by the school committee during which he resigned instead of letting himself get fired. And as soon as that was done, he started his crusade against the school. He's tried to become a school board member in his town. Like he is not good people, in my opinion. So in October 2023, during the trial, which ended in 2024, he was arrested for allegedly harassing and intimidating Proctor, the main investigator, who is a dickhead. We hate him. He sucks. He's a very, very bad guy, right? But you also can't fucking do that. You can't do that, right? Along with several people who were at the house party that night. So this is 2023, the first time that he was charged with intimidating and harassing witnesses. Okay. Here he is getting arrested in his free Karen Reed sweatshirt, which I'm sure he was selling as merch, right? Get your bag, King, or whatever the fuck. So there he is getting arrested in 2023. He was specifically accused as well of going to the home of a grand jury witness, shoving her and threatening her.
No, that's crazy. All for the content, because that's how he gets his money, right?
Yes. And because he was like obsessed with the trial, in my opinion, obsessed with Karen Reed. He was like texting with her. And I think he felt like her white knight. And so he's doing all of this and escalating, and he finally gets charged with harassment and intimidation of witnesses. He is still awaiting trial, but he's out on bail. The state of Massachusetts keeps trying to revoke his bail because he has continued to say horrific shit about people connected to this case. As recently as May of last year, maybe more stuff recently. So he's facing felony charges for that. And he's also part of a defamation lawsuit against him and Karen Reed from the homeowners and their family. So the Alberts and the McCabe's have sued Karen Reed and Turtle Boy. It's like, I wish she was not implicated in shit with him.
Yeah. Has
To me and to a lot of people, well, they were in contact. They were in contact, and her lawyers
because he
were
was
in
championing
contact.
for her. So
Yes. So his lawyer, apparently her lawyers would send stuff to him. It says the lawsuit claims that Reed's attorneys intentionally filed. So Karen's attorneys intentionally filed an unredacted version of a police report in the case, which included the plaintiff's private addresses, cell phone numbers, and social security numbers. So this is the McCabe's, the Alberts, everybody in the house. So that was all public. After Reed allegedly sent Kearney a copy of the filing, so allegedly Karen Reed herself sent a copy of this unredacted doxable police report to Turtle Boy, known doxer. He publicly posted images from it, including the unredacted information, during his live stream. Minutes after the broadcast, that included the sensitive information, Reed's own lawyer apparently texted or allegedly texted Kearney and said, that was priceless, dude. Great fucking show. Really enjoyed the turtle reporting. So he sucks. He was right in this moment. He fucking sucks. As someone who has been an activist in Massachusetts since 2020, and who knows multiple people whose lives he's tried to ruin, people he's scared off the internet, people he's forced to like move homes, he is not a good person. He's not a good person. Okay, so that's fucking Turtle Boy. Fuck him. But now we have the new lawsuits, okay? Karen Reed is now, we can take Turtle Boy off if we haven't already. There are 3 lawsuits in motion right now. One just came out this week. So right now we have John O'Keefe's family. They are filing a civil wrongful death lawsuit against Karen Reed and several bars.
Several bars.
Yeah.
For what, letting their people just leave drunk?
Drunk, yes.
Get in the car. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yes. So that's September 2025. That was filed. Also in September 2025, Karen Reed filed a civil conspiracy lawsuit against those witnesses, as well as the lead investigator, you know, saying that they were cooking something up altogether. And now, this week, Karen Reed filed a massive lawsuit against Massachusetts State Police, as well as Canton Police, for wrongful prosecution. She accuses them of an embedded culture of bigotry, misogyny, systemic failures, and institutional rot at the very core of both organizations. And so here she is talking about the new lawsuit. Here we go.
Nearly a year after she was acquitted of murder.
This has changed my life forever. And I can't, even if I wanted to, go back to my life before January 29th, 2022.
Your mission, as you describe it, is what? To address bad cops?
It's corruption. It's corruption among law enforcement, the cops, the government, the district attorneys.
Reed has filed civil lawsuits against 2 Massachusetts police departments and 2 officers she accuses of framing her for the killing of her boyfriend, John O'Keefe. The lawsuit includes vulgar, misogynistic, racist messages ascribed to the lead investigator in her case, former state trooper Michael Proctor.
Take your time. I saw was involved, so I wouldn't rush if you're working. Let them die.
Take your time. I saw an N-word was involved, so I wouldn't rush if you're working. Let them die.
That person.
And he's still a cop?
Oh no, he got fired. He got fired because of the shit he said.
During that case.
Sorry, that needed to run the whole way through.
He got fired because he called her a whack job cunt and a bunch of other things during the investigation. He got fired because those text messages came out. Yeah. But now she is going back and implicating him and saying, like, this is a symptom of the disease within Massachusetts State Police. We have more of what he said. There's a new spate of text messages here. Here is some of it.
After Karen Reed filed a new lawsuit against Massachusetts State Police and Canton Police, alleging a system-wide failure of law enforcement led to her wrongful prosecution over 3 years. That lawsuit includes vulgar, profanity-laced text messages between Proctor and former Canton officer Sean Good that used derogatory racial remarks.
Proctor and Good, like such, someone said it in chat, but it's like such scarlet letter, Crucible, Salem witch trials names.
Aimed at African Americans and Asians, as well as offensively explicit references to women. These are different from the texts about Karen Reed that he read aloud during her first trial. He called Reed a, quote, whack job, talked about her.
All right, so he's in trouble. Here are some new text messages, okay? Apparently there are thousands of them between these 2 officers. They threw out slurs and derogatory terms, wished harm on women and people of color, and talked about sexually assaulting romantic partners as they slept. Proctor also discussed planting coke on people.
So he lost his job. Is he arrested though?
He fucking should be.
Yeah.
Here's more. Apparently, the other officer said she's a Jew, so death puts out. He wrote in one text. In other texts, he apparently called the Boston mayor, Michelle Wu, a little cunt, and New England Patriots owner, Robert Kraft, a terrible cunty Jew. While discussing Sandra Birchmore, a young Canton woman who was allegedly killed by a Stoughton police detective who had groomed her, Good reportedly told his friends that chick was borderline restarted. In another message, Proctor allegedly wrote, "It should be punch a N-word day in Canton today out of retribution. Any N-word you see, blast it in the face. Blast it in the face." And then finally, America sucks. Hitler was really onto something. Then the effing U.S. had to step in and ruin it. Proctor said this to someone else he knows. He also purportedly wrote that there were too many Jews in a specific Massachusetts town, Sharon, and said we really should keep them in a concentration camp. So this was the lead detective on the Karen Read case. Do you think that she got a fair shake? I sure don't. So yeah, so she's suing him now.
My God.
And we love that for her. And he's in deep fucking shit. He's in deep shit.
Check this
So we
dude's
love that.
tattoos.
Yeah, for real. So he sucks. And so yeah, at the end of it, I would say I still do not know what happened, but I don't think there was enough of a case to even try Karen for this.
No.
Like,
man, that must have been so scary being like, I'm so fucked. I'm so like, you know,
the whole town of cops all know each other
Exactly.
and they turn on
where
you.
do you even go?
And they know the attorneys, they know the judges. Like,
And they're probably all the same way as this dude too.
yes.
As Proctor.
Yes,
They're all buddy
exactly. Well, yeah, they're all talking to each other about it. And so it's like, I can't imagine. Well, I will say, as a white woman, and I'm sure Karen as a white woman, we cannot imagine an entire system turning itself against you and having it be your word against theirs, right? Not in the way of like the criminal justice system, which is really set up to protect people like us, right? So this was a white woman getting a taste of what it's like to be a minority, a racial minority in this country. And you can see it all. You can see the whole system, right? You can see the federal agents and the cops talking to each other, potentially getting tipped off about the subpoena coming through. You can see the wives involved in it too. Like, you can see the whole fucking system. It's crazy. It's crazy. And just know that this happens all the time. But it's not to a little white lady. The cops drum shit up all the time against people. But I'm glad that it's being exposed. So, cool. So that's it. What do you got? What do you guys think? Do you think she was innocent?
Oh, what a roller coaster. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I was checking to see if my window's open. I don't want the police listening.
Police.
Yeah. First of all, incredible. You took us on an excellent ride there.
Thank you. I hope
Really
I did okay.
Yeah,
I know. I'm
incredible.
sure that I missed stuff.
No, I had lots of questions there, and you
Great
you
questions.
answered them.
Great questions.
I think the cops are up to some shit.
Sure seems that way.
Yeah.
We'll never
I
know.
think
but-
I think they had a terrible relationship.
Also true, and they
She'll
were
probably
drank a
next,
lot.
next time. Yeah, exactly. She what's up with that? I mean, I don't
Mm-hmm.
need to know about her personal life, but I
Right.
hope she gets the drinking in order. If something would snap you into shape or make you even bigger of a drinker,
Yeah.
it would be something like being wrongfully accused of murder.
Fucking drunk murder. Yeah.
Yeah. So wild.
She had to
and I
go
hate
to
to,
she had to go to like a program of some kind, so maybe that helped, but who knows?
and I hate to simplify it again, but it really does make me think of the Lego thing going on right now.
Yeah.
Like police just doing, and I mean, listen, if you'd cover up silly ass Star Wars Lego thing, you'd cover up murder. We're on both ends of there's not a single
Hang
thing
on a
that
second.
they wouldn't lie about.
Pause 1 second. See, this is the shit I'm talking about with Turtle Boy. Someone said, I was timed out for saying Aiden has a huge heart. I messaged him to let him know. So you went and tattled to Turtle Boy? I'm sorry.
That's Turtle Boy. That is Turtle Boy.
That's like just like this is the shit that they do. Like, it's just insane. It's just insane. Like, why would you do that? That's just a weird thing to do. No one's allowed to criticize him.
He told you, Turtle Boys, chill.
No one's allowed to criticize him.
Turtle Boys, chill. He told you.
What are we
we're all
doing,
chill. So
girl?
now I told him we're both going to show you how chill we are.
Y'all are crazy. That is a crazy thing to do with peace and love. Like tattling to Turtle Boy. Sorry, that really annoys me with peace and love. Anyway, you were saying.
No, Turtle Boy ruined it.
Like he is wont to do. Like, I'm sorry, y'all picked the wrong person to do this, because I personally know people who had to leave town because they were being harassed by Turtle Boy fans. Harassed and threatened. It was a queer family, a lesbian family had to fucking leave town because they were being harassed at their home where their children live. Okay?
Hello, Turtle Boy. Yeah, she's doing it again. Yeah, right now she's doing it again. Yeah, she's talking about you.
Insane behavior, snark behavior. He deserves to know when he's being spoken about. I can't defend him. Okay, whatever.
Let's leave that
it's
That's
snark
enough.
behavior.
It's enough.
Sorry. I just like this shit is so personal to me.
I understand.
It's so personal to me because I know like they were my friends and they had to leave their fucking town. But anyway, Harley.
Yeah, no.
Anything else you had to say?
It was crazy circumstance. I can't believe she got out of it. Actually, that's
Mhm.
the craziest part. I didn't think this was gonna end up like that.
Yeah.
David, were you familiar with this before this episode?
Yeah, how'd you feel about
Literally
it?
not at all, but I love true crime stuff, and like I love that initially it's like so many different ways that could go and just trying to figure it all out. But learning all, I mean, not surprised that a group of cops just tried to cover their ass for each other.
Potentially, right? Allegedly. Yeah.
All we know is Karen's not guilty. but yeah, it's just
yeah. That's all
it's
we know.
crazy. It sounds like this could literally be like a TV show trying to figure this out.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is at least one documentary about it, which I do want to watch now. I probably should have watched it first, but I was just like so deep in that I didn't have time for it. Yeah, there's tons of coverage out there. There's tons more to talk about, and these lawsuits are ongoing, right? She just dropped one today or this week, and then there are two more civil suits, and we know that there's like less burden of proof for civil suits. So who knows how those will pan out and if she'll end up having to pay for things or not, but we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. I think that's it. Let's do some soupy chats.
Thank you, everyone, for all the generous soupies. Let me see where we're at. Allie Connor, it's my 3rd wedding anniversary today. Love you, Josh. Yes, June 9th, 69, because it's a funny number. Hup, hup. Shout out to your birthday being 69.
Damn.
Shout out.
Third wedding anniversary. Shout out to getting
Shout
married
out.
twice and trying it a 3rd time. Wishing you the best of luck this time around.
Oh, we do have the juror in chat. Can you DM me, juror? Because we have to go. But why don't you call in tomorrow? If you're around tomorrow or Friday. So DM me on Instagram and we'll chat, okay? Go ahead.
Shout out to Alita and CG Cartel for both sending 5 podcast gift memberships. Thank you.
Shout out.
Jackie also wanted to shout out. Shout out to my sister Angelina. It's her 25th birthday today. I want everyone to know she's the best sister and aunt anyone could ask for. Happy birthday to you, Angelina.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. We love ya. Thank you so much for watching.
Jakku said, did David see the magic-themed FPS game on the Xbox showcase? Thought of him instantly. No, but that sounds fucking awesome.
Ooh,
and I want to play that. I have no idea what that is. Harley, you know what that is?
What was
Magic
it on
game.
the Xbox showcase?
Magic-themed FPS game on the Xbox showcase.
Oh, that sounds cool. No. I don't know about it, but I gotta
I
check
don't
it out.
either.
It sounds
Very
cool.
nice.
Athenar, love the show so much more than the pre-show. Thanks for bringing me laughter during my current stressful job. Going to second round interviews with a big company with a better pay. Wish me luck. Good luck. You got this.
Good luck. Our fingers are crossed for you.
Also, I just got a text from Jenny. She just wanted me to let you know that you did a very good job covering this case, Kate. And she had
Thank you.
You had
Tell her
hopes till the very
tell her
end.
we said thank you.
Thank
She's
you,
listening right now, so
Jenny.
she heard that.
Thank you so much.
She was
thank
hooked.
you. Thank you. We love you, Jenny. Appreciate it.
Oh, when Sriracha sent all those gifties, H3 Prime Minute said, shout out Sriracha for keeping Kate's lights on. Yeah, we're good till the end of the month now.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I really needed it.
Robin with a warning donates, said, Zach's my birthday twin, 922. Shout out.
Shout the fuck out.
Shout out. Boogity, thank God I have this pod today. My dog had bladder stone surgery, and during it, his heart
Ooh.
stopped and needed CPR. Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
I'm so
Jesus
scared.
Christ.
And this is an amazing distraction while I wait for updates. Gramley, oh my goodness, I hope your doggy's
Oh
okay.
my goodness. We hope
Yes,
Puppy's okay.
Definitely sending good
Hope
vibes to
Puppy's
Buppy.
okay. Yes, yes, yes. Oof.
Free the Dimple said, this isn't a made-up name. I went to school with someone named Shelby Cummings.
Oh, wow. Her
Shelby
parents
Cummings,
hate
all right.
her.
I knew a
Shelby
Sandy.
Cummings round the mountain when she comes.
I knew a Sandy Wiener.
No way.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Sandy Wiener.
There
Yeah.
was a guy in our phone book, and I think it's a very common Indian name, but his first name was Mahboob, Mahboob, and his last name was Butt.
My boob butt.
Mahboob Butt. That poor guy
Wow.
got so many prank calls from kids in our town. He was like the number one call for every kid as soon as they saw it.
Mahboob
'Cause
Butt,
of course, you go to look up butt first in the phone book, right? That's where you go
Right.
first.
You go to butt.
and then you're like,
"Whoa."
Mahboob, you know, like
Yo!
this poor like immigrant man, right? Like has no idea why children are doing this to him. Oh, I hope he's okay, Mr. Butt. Wherever
Shout
you
out
are.
my boob.
Shout out Mahboob.
Shout out my
for
boob
sure.
and butt.
Yeah, Mr. Butt.
Hannah B3A said, happy Pride and shout out my fellow lesbians. Kate, would love to see you host LGBTQ plus Jeopardy on the pod
Ooh.
in that sick rainbow outfit. That would be sick.
That would be so fun. I love that. That's
Maybe
a
that-
really good idea.
Maybe that
I
could
love
be our
that.
last episode before break.
Ooh. I love that. Or we could
Riv-
do it in LA whenever we end up there.
That's true.
We'll see. We'll
It
see.
just
We'll
won't be
see. I'll
Pride
put
Month.
I'll put it in the hopper. Oh yeah, that's true. It won't be Pride Month. Okay, continue.
Shout out to Kay Good for You, who just now sent 5 podcast gift memberships. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, someone said Mahboob means beloved in Arabic.
Oh.
His mom loved him so much, and then a bunch of stupid kids in America called him and
Like, oh,
said,
boob.
"Ooh, boob, stupid."
Rivendell donated to talk about Harley when you were mentioning hugging Mr. Beast and said, he's not allowed snacks, Harley. That's why he couldn't touch you.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good
Uh,
one.
Megahan said, please check out John Schneeberger case, Canadian case that blew my mind when I heard it. I'm a huge true crime fan, and this one has always stood out.
Okay.
Interesting.
Never heard of it.
Devin with an eye said I watched both of her trials, all the way through, several times through. Emily Baker, I believe Karen is innocent, but we will unfortunately never know because of the horrible police work in this case. Yeah, we'll never
Hey.
know who.
Let's do a poll while people are here. Can we say who did it? Karen? The party people? Or it was an accident?
The police.
Like, did he fall? Because someone said, like, maybe he slipped and fell, right? Which is totally could happen. I just want to see where people fall.
Working on it now.
Yeah, that's fine. Yes, I did get one manned earlier. I'm sorry, I just can't. I can't with that guy.
You got what earlier?
They say one manned when you get like stun locked by one chatter.
Ah, I like that. That's good.
Right?
Yeah.
I just saw it in chat. I was like, yeah, that definitely happened to me. Good
Poll is
poll,
up.
David. Good poll, David. People say bad poll as they
Me in
always
the
do.
dome. Me in the orgy dome with David.
But everyone thinks it was the corpse. Everyone thinks it was the corpse.
Was the 88%?
Are you a co-op?
Are you a co-op?
Are you
Departed.
a
I
co-op?
love that movie.
The Departed. Yeah.
Ninkata
go
said,
ahead.
hello, evil chat, and also hi, we chat. Hi, hello. Hello to you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
everyone. Thanks for
Hi.
being here. We got over 7,000 viewers. Live
Thank
viewers,
you.
right? Shout out.
Let's
Okay.
see. Space Wolf Dan, my apologies to Harley. I was unfamiliar with his 40K game. He was referring to Eisenhorn, the Inquisitor novels. Guy
Yeah.
knows ball.
Yeah, Eisenhorn. Kate, remember?
Yeah.
Check out the Eisenhorn
Wait,
omnibus.
that's the
Warhammer 40K.
Warhammer. Yeah. I'm gonna put it on in the car.
Yeah.
We'll
Shout
see.
out
to Mini-
Eisenhorn.
Shout out Eisenhorn. Shout out Mini Dev, who sent one podcast gift membership. Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank y'all. 5% of the chat are cops. Possibly.
Rivendell
Shout out
said
to 5% of cops.
Yeah. Shout out.
Maybe. that seems high. Rivendell says a
Hey,
sad
so am
example. Hey. Rivendell said a sad example of that is Ryan Waller. They immediately assumed he was the murderer, and he wasn't given medical attention till way too late. He died years later due to a seizure linked to his injuries.
Oh my God. Yep, that happens all the time. It's so sad. Like there's just so much arrogance. You know?
Yeah.
Prevents them from doing their jobs.
Nicole Marie said, if you think these cops are corrupt, look into Sandra Birchmore's murder.
Oh, that's the one that he said the victim who was killed by the cop who groomed her, allegedly, was borderline restarted.
Oh, gotcha.
That's one of the cops being sued said that about her.
Gotcha.
Disgusting.
Gross. Kelp Cookies said, I love Head so much. Thank you for being here. I feel like I'm able to pay attention to this show better than the pre-show, so love y'all. Hup hup. Love you too.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
We love
We're happy
you.
you're here.
Yeah.
We're so happy you're here.
So happy.
Why is it Ethan is doing iDubbbz? What does that mean? What's happening with Ethan?
I don't know.
Okay, continue.
Lindsay Lippert said, Harley, what neighborhood did you live in Toronto? I'm getting West End vibes, or maybe Scarborough mans.
Yeah, Scarborough. I lived in East York. Which pretty much Scarborough coded for the most part.
Shout out Scarborough.
Apparently, iDubbbz just did a 60-second stream saying that Ethan is suing him. That's what people are talking about. I didn't realize it.
Didn't people...
He did
what
a
is
stream.
that? What, he didn't... Okay.
I don't know.
I
It'll
think-
be talked
well,
about
the
tomorrow,
last
probably.
We heard, yeah. The last we heard, Ethan was debating whether or not he would. So, yeah. Okay. They'll talk about it tomorrow.
Muckmain said, call up the judge and get some fudge. Insane reference, Harley.
Yeah.
What is that from?
Just literally just a Vine or something.
Oh.
Just a thing that was said.
I see.
CG Cartel said, wicked smart girlfriend.
Wicked smart. Weird Fall River accent.
I think it's done in Chinese girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
But
Wicked smart.
accent.
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah.
I Am Throw said, hey buds, joined late, but when I came in, the subtitles on Harley was showing something about Gape God, and I need to know what that's about, please.
Oh, I don't remember what that was.
You were talking about Cape
Oh,
Cod.
Cape Cod.
And he's like, I'm
Cape
the Cape
Cod.
God.
And he's like, Cape God.
They call me in the dome.
Yeah, that's right. It all goes back to the dome.
They call me in the dome. It
all goes back to the dome.
It all goes back to the high.
All right,
all
let's
goes
keep
back
going.
to the humana pop some tags.
That's all of our soupies. Thank you, everyone.
That's it. Okay. Really?
Hey guys,
okay,
humana pop some tags.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so
for
much.
being
Humana
here.
pop some tags.
I hope you enjoyed another True Crime Tuesday. We will be back tomorrow for our normal show.
We hope you guys get to
After-
pop some tags.
Pop some tags in the meantime. I'm going to go enjoy the sunshine that is still outside.
I'm gonna go whack off.
Yeah. Do whatever you want. And we will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.